massive thanks to all of my supporting members and patrons. Thank you all so very much.
Oh dear, there's always something like that. Oh, that was the wrong one I switched off. God dear, oh dear. Hello, good evening and welcome. Thank you so much for all of you who've joined me. I'll tell you what, right off the bat, before we go any further, I see that I've already got 2 super chats. For those of you who haven't noticed the pinned comment at the top, let's have a quick read of them. First was second best Bob for £2, says, I win. And then Andreas Elk for 20 Swedish krona said, for the Buzz flight tag raffle. Oh yes. What we got here is, if you've all seen the reveal of the item, in the box that was supplied, there were 2 of these. BuzzAldrin.com flight tags. Now, there were 2, as I said. One of them has been sent as a gift to Nell Pinion's little daughter who's a fan. So, and I know she's got that, that's great. The other one, I thought I'll give away. I mean, he does sell these, but for me it was a freebie, so I'll give it away. So what I was going to do is, for anyone who super chats, stick an entry into a little draw, which I'll do at the end of the show. So, let's see if this works. We've already got second best Bob in there, but now what we need to do is add in Andreas out. Obviously, if you're the winner, I will need your landline real address so that we can send it, so I can send it to you. Right, let's go back. A few quick hellos. That unlevel water is very noisy. What unlevel water, Mo? Thank you, Mo, for coming along. Crispy Bacon, Rich 901, Wet Poet, Seagulls. Oh, I see that unlevel water. Oh yeah, this is my garden. Yeah, it's a nice view from the office window. I thought turn everything round. Oh, it's got noise on it, has it? Oh dear. All right. Sorry, I didn't realise that. I can do that. Background vid. How's that? Is that better? Let me know. Let me know. Sorry about that. I didn't even know it had sound on it. Give me a what should we say? Give me a number 1 in the chat if the sound's gone now. I hope it has. My deepest apologies. FE peer review. Hello to you. Be looking forward to this. Be careful not to get sand into your computer. Start the stream over. Oh yes, Clive. I did notice. Remember, I'm always watching. I did notice your comments about. Oh, that's better. Good. Yeah, sorry about that. As I said, I didn't realise. Yeah, I did notice that comment about he doesn't look bad for 78. And was it you also made some comment about being 80? Who else we got? Irish Dublin Girl, Daryl M, Captain Welshie, Timo, Bill Devitt, Matt Powell Unofficial. How's that banana? Gary Y. Benger, 2. Thanks, Gary. I'm glad you joined me here tonight, Gary. Give Mr. S the bumps. Oh, man, I used to hate that at school. They used to really chuck kids up high with that. Let me go back a bit. Ariane Rod. I'm not sure if that's how you say it. Who I see is a member. Thank you, Ariane. I don't recall seeing your name before. That's great. Greatly amiss of me. I do apologise.
Thank you for being a member. Thanks to all the members and the patrons and all of you guys who come along, members or patrons or not. Thud, Crispy Bacon, Purple Snowdrop, Carl Einar Christensen. And Colon, hello to you. Second best Bob. Yeah, as you see, you're already in the draw. Ilya Lates. Good evening to you. Dr. Osiris, Mark Tin, Demon Orb, second best Bob, Mr. X, Mr. Y. Let's whiz back a bit. So if I have missed anyone, I'm sure that you'll give me a kicking if you actually manage to get hold of me. And I've got to adjust this again. It's weird how if I don't get just a touch back of me through my ears, it sounds a bit weird. Jezza the Master Reviewer, Mr. S, happy birthday. Thank you, Jezza. It is a shame. I would have been on Fight the Flat Earth's Stupidity is Not a Right, but for reasons, I don't know if he's announced them or not, so I won't say, but for reasons he's had to cancel tonight, which is a shame. And so I thought I'll bring this forward a bit, because 9 o'clock's more my normal sort of slot time anyway. I invited a few creators here, and I don't think any of them have been able to make it for one reason or another, but there we go. Perhaps it's just they hate my guts. I don't know. Tiny Captain, hello. Who else we got? Brian Pop Robson, I think I said to you, Brian. Keith Newton. Judy Bassett, hello to you, Judy. Lots of people. How many have we got? 70 already? I've just started. Thank you ever so much for joining me, guys. I'm never going to read out 70 just like that. So please, forgive me for that. I hope you've all had a great day. I've had a good day. I have indeed. I actually saw my youngest daughter today, who is at uni. We actually saw her today. It was a nice surprise because I wasn't expecting that. And I spoke to my eldest daughter, who's in the States with her husband. I can't remember. Oh, actually, no, she's not in the States. She's gone to. I'm not sure which country she's in now, but she's currently staying in a jungle. And they went into town just so they could try and get a connection to call me. Unfortunately, we were in the car at the time. The connection was crap. So I had to call again a bit later on when we got home, but that was great. Is Buzz Aldrin in tonight? Hey, I hope you guys all enjoyed that and you think it's worth it. I pretty much got fantastic feedback on that. I'll show it you again in a second so you can have a bit of a longer look at it. One or two negative comments. Of course, it's not going to be what everyone wants. You know, if you if you had that money and thought, I want to spend that money on something, it may not be your choice. And I fully understand that. But there's one or two rather negative ones. You know, I think it you know, if you had shown me something, if it was face to face, I'd say, yeah, it's nice. You're chatting about it. If it was over the internet like this, and I thought, I don't like that, or nah, I just wouldn't have said anything. You know, didn't your mother ever teach you if you got nothing nice to say, then shut up? And of course we had Flatzoid FE, who made comments along the lines of, you've wasted your money on a reprint of a CGI image signed by a liar. Oh dear. So I pinned his comment and he got a bit of a reaming from you guys. Thank you. Definitely thank you. And I am going to email Lynn LeBlanc, who's the Chief Operating Officer, because I'd already emailed a couple of times when I was actually in the process of ordering it. I'm going to email her and point her towards the video and say, don't suppose Buzz wants to have a look at this, does he? And if he does, maybe he'll tweet it. That would be good. I had to check. He's got 1.5 million followers on Twitter. Could you get Buzz on the show for a chat? Well, he's awfully busy, Matt, you know. Nimrod, because you're not waiting to pay to have no money to super chat. M. Shedler, thank you very much. By the way, there was another super chat, so let me just refresh that. As always, I'll just remind you, I need to... oh my goodness, there's a few, a couple more anyway. Let me just read them and pop them. Oh, no, I haven't. You didn't see the screen, did you? I forgot. So there we go. Second best Bob and Andreas out. So let's add on Buddy Zappo, super chat of £5 saying, runs to put my lucky pants on. Okay, I'm in. Good. Let's pop you in here. So it's Buddy Zappo. What I'll do is, you know, if you decide to leave the stream for whatever reason, that's fine. Check back tomorrow because I put the winner's name in the description afterwards. So if you're not there at the end when there's the actual draw, doesn't matter. So who's the other one? And there's Skits Crusher. $2 US says, happy birthday, sir. Well, thank you very much, Skits Crusher. I'm actually going to... Oh, can I... Yeah, I can see your name as well. Get the spelling right. Skits Crusher. There we go. So we got you guys in there. And then if I remember, I shall... Oh, second best Bob. 2 super chats. I'm so going to win. Sorry. I'm so going to win now. How old are you today, Mr. Sensible? Well, that could be a bone. Actually, I have actually, let me just get this done. I'm going to get tangled. What's the word? It's like subroutines within subroutines within subroutines. So second best Bob, gone for a 2Z. Yeah, you know, I'm going to get myself all confused if I'm not careful. Yeah, I have another little friendly guessing game. I'm going to show you a photo in a minute, and or a very short clip of film. It could just as easily have been a photo, though, to see who can guess what it is. I will tell you in a while. Sorry, I've got so many windows open again. I've got windows open the likes of which even God hasn't seen. Oh, yeah. Oh! Just see, there's another couple of super chats. Oh, that second best Bob's second one was £5. Thank you, Bob. And I just see that... this is going to go manic, isn't it? Let's put them in. So we got Judy Bassett, just super chatted £5. Happy birthday, Mr. Sensible. Well, thank you very much, Judy. Judy Bassett. Oh, guys, Mr. 42 just super chatted €2 saying happy 35th birthday, Mr. Cheese. Why, thank you very much, sir. And we've got Arian. I hope I said that right. Oh my goodness, guys! I tell you what. I was reading that off the stream, so I'll have to go back to the super chat window. Yeah, Mr. 42 I've just added. Then there's Arian Arhod. I'm really not sure how to say that, so please forgive me if I've just absolutely butchered your name, Aaron. Aaron Arhod. David Oliver. Good evening to you, David. How are you, sir? Just super chatted £2. Happy birthday, Mr. Sensible. Thank you very much. And we've got Jedrick or Gedrick. I'm going to go for Jedrick. Jedrick Frog. Which I can't spell. Happy birthday, Mr. S. Thank you. That was £2. Thank you, Jedrick. I appreciate that. Right. Hopefully. I'll tell you what. Right. I'm Skits Crash just super chatted. I see that. What I'll do is I'll come back and do another bunch of super chats in a while. Okay. So the last one I've just added is Jedrick Frog. All right. So I'll come back to that. So let me switch this darn thing off. Yeah. So it's just a friendly little competition. See how good people are at identifying something, an object, or something I saw today. Now, if anyone actually knows what or where I went today, please don't give the game away. But actually, even if you did, you may not know. It's not desperately obvious. I worked it out myself. I felt very pleased. Let's show you this. I've got to get the right window up. Hold on 1 minute. Right. I'd be interested to know if people can guess what this is. What do you think that is? It's very, very specific. I worked out what it was. I did have the advantage of seeing the rest of it, but I wasn't actually expecting that to be there. So does anyone know what that is? No guesses? Or is my super chat... my chat just died. The beach. No, it's not the beach. I'm on the beach. There you go. I don't know why that took so long to come through. Yeah, I was really surprised to see that. A wheel. Bang! Forrest Pfeiffer. How the hell did you get that? Chitty, chitty, bang, bang. Just like that. Wow. I'm amazed because, of course, you didn't know where I went. You didn't. Oh, and it's just a little view around. But you see, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang is at Bewley National Motor Museum, and it's on display, and it's beautiful. I'll show you in a minute. It's not in the best position. It's a good position that you can see it from all over the place, but you can't sort of get close to and look over and inside it because stairs go down each side. So I'm walking down the stairs there, and I was looking underneath. You can see it's got an oil drip pan under it, and I was just looking at the condition of it. Really great, and I was just thinking that was just some of the framework and that. And then I noticed, I don't know if you can see, just in the top left-hand corner, a sort of little glowy, brassy bit. They're flaps, and I thought, oh, that will be where the wings came out. And yeah, those are the wings. I had no idea they were physically fitted under the car and would come out. I thought they were just done as part of the film. And there we go, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. I couldn't believe it. I remember watching this when I was a kid. And yeah, actually seeing it in the flesh was amazing. It's absolutely stunning vehicle. Absolutely stunning. Actually, let me see if I can. I'll bring it back in a second and pause. Oh, look, that bit there with the just in front of the rear wheel, the dark bit with the brass plates in. That's got one long piano hinge along it, so it lifts up so the wings can come out. Isn't that clever? I just thought they'd have sort of faked it in some way. I'll have one more clip of film of it. Oh, there we go. That is a thing of beauty. It really is. Obviously, it's been very well looked after, kept indoors and so on, but the wood is gleaming. The paintwork is gleaming. Boy, would I like to have a sit in that car. Real history from a childhood, you know. Stunning stuff. But yeah, really, really well done for guessing that so quickly. I thought it might keep people guessing at least a while, but there we go. I've got a couple more. Oh, let me switch that back off again. I've got a couple more bits to show you that I saw there. I didn't take many photos. I just preferred to look around. My granddad's in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. He's the train driver. Wow. Wow. I'll tell you what else there was. There was another really cute oldie worldy car, and it was the car driven by Truly Scrumptious. Oh, she was lovely. Truly Scrumptious was lovely. She was scrumptious, most truly. Oh yeah. Not old enough to see it in a theatre. No, I didn't see it in a theatre. What year was that, M. Shedler? You'd love to buff that car. Buff the car or buff Truly Scrumptious? You may say that. I couldn't possibly comment. Yes, they are real wings, second best Bob, in that they fold out. Unfortunately, I think they're just metal frames and wood, so I doubt they're very aerodynamic. But they were physical wings in the car that, like I said, I just wouldn't expect that. I thought they'd have cut and stuck the wings on and then taken them back off again. But no, they actually folded out. Fantastic little thing. Beautiful. Toot Sweets, yes. 1968. No, so I didn't see it at the theatre. But I remember it, probably first saw it when I was 7 or 8 years old, something like that. And it used to be on regularly at Christmas and so on. And yeah, Watto says the child catcher still scares me. Yeah, the child catcher, quite scary. Mr. X, Mr. Y, the wings aren't nowhere near big enough. Look, are you really going to argue the aerodynamics of a couple bits of wood that stick out the side of a car like that probably weighs the thick end of 2 tons? That also is not built very aerodynamically. Yeah, that would really get... Actually, I wish you could actually pull, if you could have a go, pull the wings out, show a flat earther, get, that nose will dip. That'll follow the curve of the earth, won't it? It doesn't so much fall as plummet. Second best bobble is a few miles away from where it was filmed. Well, I don't want you to dox yourself, but I have no idea where it was filmed. No idea at all. Yeah. So that was. I also hadn't realised that Chitty was at the Motor Museum in Bewley. I had no idea where she was, so it was a real surprise. And as you know, I'm also a fan of Land Rovers. They only had one Land Rover, but it was prototype number 4 from 1940. I'm not sure it was 1942. Yeah, 1942 or 1948. It must be 1942. But yeah, prototype. And it's actually amazing to see the similarities between that and mine from 1972. Oh yeah, my car is old. It's going to be 50 years old in January. What's that, Doctor? You could have sworn you had a channel member badge at the beginning of this stream. I haven't done nothing. Were you a member? Has it lost your badge? Or are you just winding me up? Oh, by the way, because it's my birthday, I haven't got any of those poppers. Wasn't authorised, but I've been given an hat. I never ever wear these at birthday parties or Christmas or whatever. But, of course, it won't fit on because of the headphones. So, maybe I'll put it on like that then, with a headphone. That's stupid, isn't it? That's really naff. Ow. Yeah, Bewley. It's a brilliant place. Right, let's read out and catch up on those chats. So it was Jedrick Frode was the last one. So let me just refresh that and bring the... Where's the wheel? Is it that one? Yeah, bring the wheel across so you can see the names going on, guys. Oh my goodness. Oh, I see. I haven't refreshed it. Who's a silly Billy? Okay. Right, so we had Jedrick. The next one was Skits Crusher. Oh, we can win something. Neat. $2 US. Thank you, Skits. Let's just cut and paste you in there again. There we go. And 9 o'clock hero. £4.99. Thank you, 9. I'm in, but I'll gladly default to you first. Gladly default to you first ever super chatter winning a prize. Sorry, I'm not quite sure what you're saying, 9. Are you saying that if you win, you'll throw it back in? I think if you win, you should keep it, my friend. You could always give it away. 9 o'clock hero. And then we got Orn Yonasa. £4.99. Thank you, Yorn. Happy birthday. Hope the weather is better where you are. It's absolutely pissing it down here. So I'm afraid the weather right now isn't... It was good today, though, to be honest. Not bad at all. And then Matt Powell, unofficial. Super chat £5. Thank you, Matt. Bewley is a great day out. Wonderful place. Yes, it is indeed. I really enjoyed it. I know when we got there, actually saw the map of the place, and it looked so a lot of it was the sort of the gardens at Bewley and so on, which is lovely if it's lovely weather. But I went there for the motor museum, and I thought, oh, that building actually doesn't look too big. How disappointing! But it was 2 floors inside, and it was extremely well laid out. Actually, it was handy for the COVID thing because they had you following a set route, but that made sure you saw everything. And I can't remember how long we were in there, but it was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. There's so much to see, so many stunning bits and pieces. And of course, outside, excuse me, guys, outside they've also got Top Gear cars, or a tent with inflatable type tent thing with some Top Gear vehicles. So I thought I could show you a couple of those. Let's do that now. Here's the first one. If I switch this back on. From a Top Gear special, Series 10, Episode 2, the Vietnam special. That Vespa at the back is the one that Jeremy Clarkson rode right across Vietnam. And that hideous bike in the front was the backup vehicle, which they all wanted to avoid. Can you imagine driving through Vietnam with that covered in stars and stripes? And I'm pretty sure it was playing Born in the USA. That would have been a tough gig, a very tough gig. It was so weird seeing these things that are seen on TV. I mean, that was one of my favourite specials, you know. And then what was the next vehicle? Oh, I lost my mouse pointer. James May's Triumph Herald, was it? In his attempt to cross the channel, and I don't think he got out of the harbour. But it looks a bit worse for wear. Actually, most of these vehicles look worse for wear. It's incredible how run down they looked. The Give it a bit of time. Although I suppose that has been dunked in the sea a couple of times. That's never going to help. Never going to help at all. Yeah, it was born in the USA, wasn't it, Watto? Brilliant stuff. The Bluebird is there, second best, Bob. Gold. Yeah, I think the Golden Arrow was. To be honest, I didn't look so closely at that, but Bluebird is there. That was the land speed one, wasn't it? But what did Campbell call his one that was on water? The one that crashed, of course, and killed him. Because I always had it in my mind that was Bluebird, but no, Bluebird is there, definitely. Mr. Sensible, I want my money back. Ring any bells? No. What's that about, a 9? Sorry, I don't know what that's about. Right, okay. And how about another one? Oh, yes. Wasn't it a Nissan? Was that a Nissan? That was Clarkson's vehicle. The first car to actually make it across the English Channel. Amazing stuff. I tell you what, those guys had such fun, didn't they? Such fun indeed. But that was a brilliant part of the exhibition. And if you're in the UK, I would actually recommend Bewley. If it's bad weather, you're probably talking about enough to keep you busy for half a day. You know, if you've got good weather and you fancy a walk around the gardens and that, then it's a day out. I don't know how much it is because Mrs. S prepaid or whatever, so I never got to see. I got a feeling it's actually quite pricey, but there was some incredible stuff in there. Absolutely incredible. Some lots of cars and things from TV. I didn't take that many photos. One was John Pertwee's Doctor Who car. Hands up, who remembers that? What was that called? There's another quiz question for you. John Pertwee's Doctor Who car. That'll be the question is, how do I get there? What? Bewley, you sort of head eastwards and turn right a bit. I think that's basically it. Unless you're coming from the other direction, in which case I won't help you. So yeah, I'm interested to know, without cheating and Googling. Oh, there you go, Dr. Osiris, Bessie. Yeah, Bessie was there. I haven't got a photo. This tiny little... I couldn't believe how small it was. I always got the picture. It was one of these big sort of almost Edwardian style cars. But it wasn't. It was tiny. It was beautiful. Absolutely stunning little vehicle. The red Toyota Hilux, the one they tried to destroy, yeah, indestructible, yeah, it was there. I actually thought of starting it and riding it home. A Regal Supervan 3. What's that? Bessie, yes. I'm surprised at how many of you can remember that. Or did your mums and puppies tell you about it? Yeah, you're all getting it. Or you're all very good on Google. Which is it? Do you cheat at these sort of things? Do you? I'm very naive. I always remember at school, last day of school in a term, they would have sort of bring board games in and play, and a whole bunch of us were playing some sort of card game. I can't remember what it was, and I was losing left, right, and centre. And then one of the kids I was playing with dropped a card. He had an extra card up his sleeve, and I said, "You're cheating!" And all of the others, I think there's about 5 others, they were all cheating. I was the only mug playing the game properly. I guess that's it, really. Bill Devitt watched it. I'm not sure what you watched. The Robin they strapped to a rocket. They have Robin 2. Well, I never realised, because we saw it there, and I sort of said to Mrs. S, "Oh, I wouldn't worry about that. The real one got blown up." No, they actually made 2. But they were planning on a second launch. But of course, the first one got so badly destroyed. I didn't quite understand the logic. On the board it says, but the first one got totally destroyed, so they never launched a second. Well, what are they going to do with it? It actually looked quite small, and it was laughable. Like they say, ambitious but crap. The booster rockets at the top, the cones, it seemed like just flat sheets that they sort of bent round, riveted on, and hacked off the excess. Yeah, ambitious but crap. Love it, absolutely love it. And I'll be honest, they got some stuff from the later series, with Matt LeBlanc and the others. I didn't watch those series, and I just walked straight past it. It didn't really hold any interest for me. The original Top Gear stuff was there. James May's gondola that went under the balloon when he wanted to go caravanning. Do you remember? and his idea was that you avoid the traffic and land the airship at the campsite. Unfortunately, he drifted into the airspace of a small airport. Anyway, that was there. That was quite incredible. Let's show you another one. How about this one? Yeah, this one was good. Oh yeah, Fiat Stretch Limo. That thing was huge, absolutely huge. Whoever designed that, as James May says, is a total cock. It was hilarious. But in fact now, just behind the driver's seat, they've got it boarded off, and at the back, just in front of the seats at the rear, it's boarded off. That entire centre section has no floor at all. I don't know quite, because it did have a pulley system, but so you've got two rears there, and then it's boarded off. It's a shame, really, but just the thought of trying to drive that around London is a bit of a giggle, definitely. And I've just noticed where I've paused it. If you look at the vehicle halfway along, they've actually got supports to stop it snapping. Yeah, it's not really my choice of car, if I'd be honest. I'd choose something a little more sensible, I think. Definitely a little more sensible. Right, let's just take that back off again. And just a quick reminder for those who might have joined us, this thing that says underneath me, each super chat is entry for a Buzz Aldrin flight tag. I got one of these to give away from Buzz Aldrin's venture company, whatever it is, Buzz Aldrin Ventures. Buzz Aldrin flight tag, key ring. I thought, oh, that's great. You could use it on luggage, except it says remove before flight. So by the time you get to wherever you're going, you might find that's missing. Little something. I think I better show you that now. Oh, I'll tell you what, I'll show you first. Show you first. I'll tell you what, no. What I'm going to do first is just double check on Super Chats, because I don't want to get too many behind. Oh, what was the last one I did? I did Matt Powell. Right, yes, I know where I am. So let's put the wheel back on. Window capture. Back to the wheel. Okay, so the last one I read was Matt Powell official. Next, David Oliver, super chat, £2. Bed knobs and broomsticks was good too. Absolutely, it was. They don't sort of show that so often, do they? Although I can't remember seeing bed knobs and why am I writing bed knobs? Oh dear, that was David Oliver. Sorry, David. Oh dear, all cocking up here. So we've got Matt Powell, unofficial, then David Oliver. There we go. Sorry about that. And then we got MMix or MMIX or 2009 Linus. I can do Latin numbers. Super chatted 42 Swedish krona. 42. Is sex any good here? Happy birthday. Oh yeah, it's brilliant here, mate. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much for entering. MMIX Linus. Then we got Captain Welshie, super chatted £2, saying count me in. And 1948 was the first Land Rover. Well, Land Rover number 1 has never been found. But was 48 when they built the first one or when they sold the first one? It was based originally on a Willys Jeep. And there's one of those there. Oh, I love Willys Jeeps. Modern Jeeps I can't stick. But, the original Willys Jeeps, lovely. So there you go, Captain. Thank you. Captain Welshie. Was that spelled right? Yeah. Then we got David Oliver. Again, thank you, David. £5. I've seen The Only Fools and Horses, Robin Reliant. It's at Castor near Great Yarmouth. Yeah, well, guess what, David? It's also at Bewley. And it said, this is the one from the TV thing. But I pointed out to Mrs. Sensible, they've got a photo of Dale and Rodney stood next to it. And at the side where it says Trotters Independent Trading, they got sort of dirt marks on it. They didn't match the one on the Robin Reliant that was there. And where it said New York, Paris, Peckham, it was in a slightly different position. I do believe they had 5 or 6 of them, which is understandable. So, yeah, I'm sure it's there at Castor. but it's also at Bewley. So there you go, sir. And Brian Pop Robson. Thank you, Brian, again. £5. PC chatted. I'm now going back to bed on the iPad. Well, you take it easy there, Brian. Let's add you in there, Brian. Oh. Pop Robson. So if any of you is the winner, as I said, I will stick it in the description afterwards if you aren't still watching the stream. So do check back, because I will need an address to send you the tag. Okay, that's got me back across. Yeah, let's catch up with the chat, because I can't see that at the same time. Where are we? People forget about Cushing. What's that? Peter Cushing. What was he in? Colin Baker. Oh, Tom Baker. I like Tom Baker with a big floppy hat and the humongously long scarf. Absolutely brilliant. And Beach 8 loves his Jeep. Okay, Beach 8. It's a bit like English and French, or Apple products and non-Apple. There's a bit of a friendly banter. But when people say to me, "Oh, I like your Jeep," I tend to sock them in the teeth. They do call it a Jeep. It's not a Jeep. Jeep's a company. Land Rover's a company. Land Rover's made Land Rover. Land Rover made Land Rovers, and Land Rover also make Range Rovers, just to stop any confusion. Yeah. Just when we got back from Bewley, I opened a present from my daughters. They clubbed together, got me something. Oh yeah, let me just move back a bit. Sorry for the noise. They got me that noisy. Oh yeah. Oh, you can't hear me. Lego ISS. And they said, "You're going to make it on a stream." Well, I don't know what the... I mean, it's so long since I've done Lego. I'd have no idea on the time scale of making something like that. I think Simon Dan's got one, hasn't he? How long did it take him to do it? I'll have to put a clock and see if I can beat him. Does anyone know? And I believe it's got a stand on it, so it'll probably go on the shelf behind the green screen. So on those occasions when I'm not using a green screen, that'll be on display. So mini Miss Sensible, middle mini Miss Sensible, and little mini tiny short Miss Sensible. Thank you very much. Love it. Absolutely love it. It's so long since I've made... I wouldn't be able to say when I last had a go at Lego. Probably when my kids were very small, and then it was the flipping Duplo blocks, and all they ever wanted to do was build a tower as tall as possible and then push it over. Oh, Blue Feather, I tried to super chat, but my bank is being evil and not letting me spend my dollars. Grrr. Anyway, happy birthday to you, Mr. Sensible. Well, thank you very much, Blue. I appreciate that. Ah, Andreas, he's a Lego boy, aren't you, Andreas? Have you done more about that, Andreas? Have you done videos? I do apologise. I always feel terribly guilty because there's so many creators. There's creators that I desperately want to watch, creators that I like watching, creators that I feel I ought to watch and support, and I get so little time for any of it. I really do. And, It's sad, really. It's actually quite hard, because if I think, right, I've got a couple hours, usually I end up having to try and find content. There we go. It takes a couple hours over a couple of days. Yeah, because Mrs. S said, "Why don't you film it?" And I had a look in the box. There's about 6 bags of parts. So I suppose I could film bag 1, bag 2, have a mini-series. But then I don't know if people want to sit and just watch someone do Lego. Because I don't think I could set it up here on a stream and concentrate and talk and do that. I don't know what I'd end up making. Probably something pretty crap, really. Jeep sounds way cooler. Jeep, just enough essential parts. Jeeps. No, I do especially love Willys Jeeps. I love the fact they got no doors and it's open-sided and that. And it's the simplicity. I mean, it's simplicity about Land Rovers that I like. You know, the early Land Rovers. Because there's no messing about. The Jeep, those early Jeeps, and the early Land Rovers were built to do a job, And that job they did, and they did it very well. Nowadays, they got heated seats, built-in microwaves, and massage seats, and God knows what else. A whole load of tat that when you break down in the jungle is not going to do you any good at all. Although, of course, you'd never take one in the jungle because you'd be scared of taking it onto some mildly slippy grass for fear of getting stuck or scratching your paintwork. No. My previous Land Rover, we actually went to a safari park and they had a rhino there. It's one of these drive-through safari parks, brilliant fun. There was a car in front of me and this rhino got up, started walking towards my Land Rover, and then started trotting a bit faster. Come on, move. And this guy then slowly trundled off. And I thought, I'm not going to get out of here before this rhino... and he charged, but we managed to make our way away. And I thought afterwards, actually, an insurance claim for rhino damage would be quite cool. And it would have been a talking point. And had a rhino attacked it, I probably would have left the dent. Yeah, because that would pull the women, wouldn't it? Oh, what'd you do with your car? Did you crash it? No, bloody rhino hit it. I took him on. M. Shedley used to work on US military jeeps back in younger days. In the jeep that they had there, I think it was... I got a feeling it was 1948 Willys Jeep. There was a sign in the front, on base 20 mile per hour, off base 40 mile per hour. Love it. That's the way to travel. A nice sedate 40 miles an hour with the wind blowing through my hair and the rain and the crap thrown up from the cars. Actually, it doesn't sound that good really, come to think of it, does it? No, I'll stick with a Mercedes. Never mind. Let's have a refresh on this. Right, where did we get to? There's a few more. Tiny Captain. Oh, I better switch on the wheel again so you can all see it. Don't want to be accused of cheating, do I? Tiny Captain, super chatted €2. I never win anything. Happy birthday. Oh, Tiny Cat. Well, you've got to be in it to win it, and you're in it. You might win it. You never know. Thank you, Tiny. Appreciate that. And Dave Vinci, I love the name, super chatted €5 and said absolutely nothing at all. But Dave, you don't need to. It gets you in there. Thank you, my friend. And Poison Toad has super chatted 20 of his finest upside down New Zealand dollars. Kia ora, Mr. S. Would love to stay, but duty calls. Looking forward to watching later. Well, I hope you enjoy it, Poison. Please consider my entry to be on behalf of a bright kid you know. Happy birthday from New Zealand. Well, thank you, Poison, but I don't know who that bright kid is. So I'll tell you what, I'll put your name in. If you're drawn, then obviously you're going to have to get in contact with me. So if you don't want it sent to me, you can put me... don't want it sent to you. You can put me in contact with whoever you're nominating it for, okay? How's that? Thank you. And Jonathan... How do we say that? Jonathan, Arman, I'll try and cover all the bases. Arman. I do apologise. Jonathan, 50 Swedish krona. Happy birthday, Mr. S. I hope you had a great birthday. I did, Jonathan. To the extent that first thing this morning, my missus woke me up and said, oh, we're late. Oh, what? And I sort of rolled out of bed, sat on the side of the bed, struggling to open my eyes, and she dashed downstairs, grabbed a drink, came upstairs. I was still sat on the side of the bed, struggling to move, and she pushed me back over. She said, don't worry, we're all right for time. Brilliant. And Judy Bassett super chatted €5. This is for Blue Feather for a super chat. Wow, Judy, that's very, very kind of you. I put Judy Bassett, so at least you can get credit, brackets Blue Feather. Wow, thank you. That's lovely, Judy. Very, very kind of you to do that. Right, let's switch that back off. There we go. Yeah. I'm looking at the wrong window now. Oh my goodness, things are flying in here tonight. How many have we got? 100 people watching. 100 people. Hello all. It still hasn't said how old he is. No, I haven't. Probably because I can't remember. Oh, hold on. Gia Strieber, hello. Honestly, oh, sorry, Gia. I just lost your chat. Oh, yeah. Even though Buzz Aldrin is like 90, 92, I think, he would probably still kick my ass. That was sweet, wasn't it? When he clocked that guy one. And well deserved that was indeed. Definitely. Martin, she pushed me back on the bed and said we had plenty of time. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not like that, Martin. She pushed me back in the bed and said, you got plenty of time, love. Here's your tea. Thanks. There's a nice cup of tea, that's all right. I mean, at my age, a cup of tea's probably as good as it gets anyway. I hope she's not watching, by the way. Hey, Mrs. S, if you're watching, Mrs. S, and you want to win this, send in a super chat. She's done that before, you know. She has super chatted me. And I said, that costs you money. She said, yeah, but you pay off my credit card. Oh, bugger. Oh, man. Yeah, we had a nice day. Oh. I see we've got a few people in the live waiting room. I'll bring you in very shortly, okay? I do see you there. Just sort of trying to get through everything we got here. And actually, let me just check that. Like I said, so many windows. Yeah, there's a thank you, guys. A couple more super chats. Let's quickly put that wheel back on. So after Judy's kind chat for Blue, we got Dave Vinci again. Yeah. Super chatted €5 again. Thank you, Dave. Happy birthday, Mr. Sensible. Dave Vinci. And what I will do, when it actually comes to the spin, I can do a shuffle. I won't do it yet. I'll do a shuffle, so it'll mix all the names up again. And then we've got Jedrick Frogue, 99p, a nice smiley face with sunglasses on. Thank you, Jedrick. Jedrick. Okay. Switch this back off again. Yeah, it's a shame about Fight. I hope everything's okay. I was looking forward to that, and then I was going to do this stream immediately afterwards. Creaky's in his 40s, so Mr. S must be at least 60. Oi, Forrest. You actually realise I'm not Creaky's dad. I'm his younger brother. Oh yeah, his younger, finer and better looking brother, who also happens to be able to speak the Queen's English as she is spoke, unlike that butchering of the English language with an accent. Does anyone actually understand what he's saying? Anyone? I just seen your super chat, Charlie. I'll read it on the next batch. The last? Oh, of course, I've got the list of names. So the last one's Jedrick. I see that now. That's clever. That. Yeah. Shall I show you? Let me show. I'll tell you what. Before I bring you got the guys on the Discord in, I'm going to switch off my green screen. How do I do that? Where is it? Webcam filters. Because I'll show you. Oh, looking at the wrong one. Webcam, come on. I'll show you the Buzz Aldrin thing, but it's there we go. Oh, lovely, nice green curtain behind me. Noise as I move around. Move the mic a bit. Right, here it is. It's actually quite a weight because I've got a few things to say about it. Oh man, God, you can see. Hold on, let me turn around. There we go. You get a bit that way. There we go. You get a better idea of the scale of it. It's actually quite substantial. It's quite a substantial weight. I've had lots of comments, very kind comments, because I appreciate it, saying you've got to watch out for it fading or whatever. Well, this glass is anti-reflective, UV protective, museum quality glass. So that will hopefully protect it. Also, it's not being placed anywhere where direct sunlight can get to it. In fact, I've even decided to move it into a centre room, so it's not even in a room with windows. I mean, there's sort of archways to other rooms, but it's nowhere near a window. And I do want to. I'm going to move things around a bit. Hold on a second. Ugh. Right, I don't know if you can see this plaque. Absolutely beautiful. The company that did that, it's my design. I don't know if you can read it actually. Let me move the... Oh, I can move it up here. That's better. Let me try and get it a bit closer. It's... Yeah, I can't see all the text right now. But I decided on the text, designed or planned the size of it and the pin line around it. Company Viking Signs, all one word, .co.uk. They made one. Unfortunately, I'm very, very picky. And there was... It was not wrong or anything, but there was an imperfection. Let's say that. No one's fault, it was an imperfection. But bearing in mind how important this was and how much the whole thing is costing, all in all, I wasn't, I thought normally I would have accepted that. Oh crumbs, this is confusing. I'm standing up and all sorts. I'd have just left it as it was. But this was so special, I thought I'd give them a call. And do you know what? Straight away they said, yeah, that's fine. What I'll do is we'll do it again. I'll personally inspect it and we'll get it off to you tomorrow. And they did. So massive, massive shout out to vikingsigns.co.uk. Absolutely brilliant. Let me swap sides a bit so you can get a better view. Now I can't see what you can see. That picture. We had Flatsoid saying it's and a couple of other doubting Thomases saying, oh, that's just a reprint. No, it's not a reprint. It is an original. I really can't see what you guys can see, and I don't think you can see it. But no, you can't. There's text across the bottom. It's an original 1969 print. So yeah, there was no doubt a lot of them were printed at the time, but you can't print any more 1969 prints. You can just do reprints, but this is an original print. Every photograph, physical photograph, is a print. I don't know what they're talking about. And yes, it is really signed. When you see it in the flesh, you can see that is marker pen ink on top of the photograph. It is not part of the photograph. So Flatsoid FE in that, you're wrong. As to whether it's worth the money, it is to one person, it isn't to another, I suppose, and I can fully accept that. To me, however many Buzz signs, there are only that many in existence. Of these original 1969s, it said that there were 2 available, not 2 remaining. There were only 2 of these original 1969 images signed by Buzz on the store. I got one and someone else got the other, and then it was out of stock, and then they removed the listing. That's it. So extremely limited, and I'm over the moon with it. I really am. Right, I'm just going to do a bit of reorganising because I want to put this down safe. Okay, so hold on. Yeah, because I don't want to kick that over or anything. In fact, I might even adjust it. There we go. And the frame is aluminium, which looks beautiful. They did have wood, a silver effect wood. And do you know what? When I looked at it, I thought that's metal. Yeah, that. Oh, it's not metal. When I touched it, it was good. It was quite a bit cheaper, and I hummed and hard for ages. Do I get this wood that very, very much looks like metal, and you'd be hard pushed to tell the difference, or do I go for the metal? And the only thing that finally swayed me was the fact that if it got a knock, which you'd obviously hope it doesn't, and that wood got chipped, then it would look crap. At least with this, it is aluminium. That's not going to happen. So I still thought, yeah, okay, I prefer the aluminium, but it's quite a bit more money for the actual physical frame. But then when you consider the cost of, the whole job of framing that, it wasn't a massive difference, and I thought, once it's done, it's done. It's not like you say, well, I'll have the wood, and in a couple of years' time I'll upgrade. No, you just had to decide one way or the other. So I went for it. Oh, right, let's do a couple of super chats, then I'll get you guys in, all right? So let's refresh that. So, yeah, I hope that you all like that. No one guessed exactly what it was. A couple people were getting a bit close. Right, let's see what we got. So the last one I read was Jedrick Frog. Charlie Welch, $2 US. I like winning things. Happy birthday, Mr. S. Well, good luck, Charlie. So add you in here, Charlie Welch. Then we got the Logical Hillbilly, $5 US. Happy birthday, Mr. Sensible. Hope you're having a great day. I am. And wish you many more. Thank you very much. So let's add the Logical Hillbilly. Oh. And then we got Feeding Ravens, €10. Thank you, Feeding. A US friend of my uncle reported to her insurance, my car was sat upon by a rhino in a safari park. No kidding. Well, based on my experience, I can believe it. And a rhino sat on your bonnet is going to do quite a bit of damage. I wonder, did they pay the claim, or did they sort of say, well, you know, was it your fault? Is the rhino suing you for butt pain? Then we've got Purple Snowdrop. Thank you, Purple. £3. Glad you had a good day for your birthday. Thank you, Purple. I did, and still am. Purple Snowdrop. And Blue Marble Science, the man with the best accent on the internet. Hi, Blue. $5 US. Happy birthday, my friend. Well, thank you very much, Blue. I really, really appreciate it. And I'll pop you in there as well. Blue Marble Science. Now, some of you, the names I don't recognise. Most of you I do, but some of the names I don't recognise. So please make sure you check back tomorrow or sometime just to see if you are a winner, if you're not there at the drawing, so that we can get in contact. Otherwise, I don't know what I do. Leave it for a reason. If someone wins and I don't hear from them and I can't get in contact with them, I'll leave it a reasonable time and have to do something else with the tag. Okay. But hopefully it's not going to be an issue anyway. So let's just transition that. Right, let's get some of these guys in. They've been patiently waiting because let's just check. I tell you what, one final little video, final one from Bewley today. Then we'll get you guys in. It is one of my favourites, the Hammerhead Eye Eagle Thrust. Oh yes, when they made an electric vehicle. Ambitious but crap. Oh, just crap. Yeah, just crap. That thing was rough. As the plastic garden chairs are just stunning. That's a Land Rover windscreen, and I don't know if you can see, there's a bit of writing just above the windscreen wiper. Let me just pause it and pause, drat it. Yeah, I don't know if you can see, just above the windscreen wiper, there's a bit of writing. It's written on the inside, and if you stick your head at the side and look in, what it is, it's a reminder for the driver. It says no brakes. No brakes. But then I suppose powered by one car battery, it's not going to go very far, and it's not going to go very fast. So that's enough of that. That's all of those. As I said, I didn't film or take many pictures. So where are we? Just get the windows sorted out, and we'll get some of you guys in. Okay. We have Nimrod. Oh, where is he? We have Nimrod, but I haven't got my sound yet, so don't say anything, because otherwise people will realise I haven't got it switched on yet, Nimrod. But of course, right now I have. Hello, Nimrod.
Hello there, Mr. Sensible. How are you?
I'm a professional sound man. I'm fine. Let's get the others in as well. We've got Mr. 42. Good evening to you.
Good evening.
How are you?
I am good, thank you very much. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you. I really. My. Why has that gone? Discord's just maximised and blown everything else out. Let's get the others in. We've got Captain Welshie. Hello, Captain. Hello, Captain. No, he's quiet. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. And last of all, we have Blue Feather. Hello, Blue. Hello, Blue. Have I got a nice little cuttlefish for you? Blue, Captain.
Nobody seems
I'm
to.
here.
Oh, there we
Here.
go.
Oh, who was that? Was that
Can you hear me
Captain?
Yeah, it's Captain.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, we're good.
Good.
Happy birthday, sir.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I mean, I knew it'd be nice coming on and doing a stream on my birthday because you guys, all of you guys in here and out there, are just so nice. I've said before, I don't do social, but it's a pleasure. It really is a pleasure doing live streams, interacting with everyone. It really is. So thank you very much.
It's a pleasure to be on your stream, as we say. As I was saying to the guys in the waiting room, I would, if it had been Tuesday, I would have had a few beers and I would have sang "Happy Birthday" to you in Swedish.
Oh, thank you. And Andreas Elt, I haven't forgotten you. The name actually disappeared from the screen. I was just waiting for. It was Nimrod, wasn't it? Just speaking to finish because you're in here. Hello, Andreas. Hello, Andreas.
Hello.
Good evening to you. And I see we've also got Mitch, so I'll get him in at the same time. Hello, Mitch. Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Hey. How are you? How's Julie?
Birthday.
Thank you.
Who wanted to sing in Swedish?
Now that was me.
It was just
I'll get my ukulele. I'll be right back.
I have had no social lubricant. I don't know if Mr. Sensible wants his ears to start bleeding into his headphones.
Yeah. Oh, I see Steve64 just dropped in to say happy birthday. Have some studying to do. Bye and happy birthday. Well, thank you. You get on with the studying. That's much more fun, isn't it?
Mr. Sensible.
Hello, is that Julie?
It is.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, not so bad. As you may have seen earlier on, I don't know if you've literally just joined the stream. Did a few bits and pieces today. Went to the National Motor Museum and saw some fun stuff, you know. Some nice old vehicles, including Chitty Bang Bang, which is one of the highlights for me.
Are we ready to sing in Swedish?
Oh, no. The world does not want to hear that.
Well, I see Mr. 42's got a tag across his camera saying happy 35th. Thanks, 42.
You're welcome.
That's nicer than whoever it was saying he doesn't look bad for 78 or whatever it was.
You don't look a day over 90.
No, I don't. Andreas, knock yourself out if you really want to. He's got himself a ukulele.
Jag må han leva ut i 100 år. Ja visst ska han leva, ja visst ska han leva, ja visst ska han leva ut i 100 år.
Hip hip. Hurrah!
See, unicorns do exist apparently. Oh man, why do people wear these things? I don't know. Although Madonna always wore a couple, didn't she? Yeah. Oh, guys, thank you very much for joining. Oh, Professor Phil Bell out there. Hello, thank you. Oh, right, and I want to have a quick check because I don't want these to get away from me. Quick refresh. Oh, it's another one.
Mr.
Yeah.
Mr. S, I saw you were showing a couple of cars earlier on. I seen you were looking at Jeff, or the iJeff, whatever it was they called it. Was the red Fiat stretched out? Was that the one that Jeremy built?
So I'll tell you what, 1 second. What I'll do is just quickly add this one in. We got Skits Crasher, $2 US. So, what's your all-time favourite food? I'll tell you what, Skits, I reckon my all-time favourite food would have to be a chicken jalfrezi, basmati rice, and that's after a starter of meat samosa and shemi kebab, I think, off the top of my head. So there you go, you've been added, thank you. Sorry, what was it you were just saying about the stretch Fiat?
Yeah, was that the one that Jeremy made for one of their programs?
Yes, it was indeed. But when you say Jeremy made, I'm sure the production team said, hey, I know what's a good idea. And then they just got to get their team of bodgers to bodge it together. Because I very much doubt... Yes, I very much doubt that Jeremy built anything.
Not unless he could do everything with a hammer.
Well, that's number one tool, isn't it? Number one screwdriver. A hammer.
That's his only tool.
Yeah. Oh, he is a tool, isn't he? I love him. Such a funny.
He's very funny, though.
Yeah, he is.
And he's doing a great job with that farm of his, and of course giving away food when people were in big need of it. And that was very nice of him.
Because doesn't he live somewhere like the Isle of Man or somewhere?
No, he doesn't. He lives somewhere in England, and he has a farm. He's after making a new show on Amazon Prime about it.
Okay.
But he's got it's called the Diddley Squat Farm Shop.
Oh, because I had the idea that he lived somewhere like the Isle of Man, and there was a big fuss because he wanted public rights of way moved or closed because public were getting too close to his house. I guess staring and stuff, which I suppose you can understand, but then it's always going to happen, isn't it? But it's
I think he used to live there.
Ah.
He moved, I think, after the divorce or something like that. Because in one of the programs, they demolished one of his old house that he had been living on, which is in England. I think he has a couple of houses.
Well, he could probably afford them, can't he?
Well, yeah, now he's doing farming and stuff. And then when the COVID crisis first happened and people couldn't get to shops and stuff like that, he started giving away some of the stuff he'd grown, like potatoes and stuff like that, and milk and.
Now, I'll tell you what. I mean, I had no idea if he was getting into farming and that, but I think that's wonderful.
Yeah, no, he's doing. He can be a really nice guy sometimes, despite what the Daily Fail might say about him.
Course, yeah. I mean, he's a character, isn't it, on TV? That's just a character. I'm sure he's not exactly like that in real life.
No, he's he doesn't seem to be, because I follow his daughter on Instagram too, and she's a really seems to be a really nice person on there, and well brought up. And I don't think if he was the character that he plays on television, if he was like that in real life, that she'd be anywhere as nice as she is.
But although I bet he's different to his kids, he's not going to treat his kids like he treats other people, is he? Yeah,
and of course, they all say that they hate each other on screen. Him, Hammond, and May say they all hate each other, but they're all best friends with each other. Of
course they are, and that's what made it work, wasn't it?
That's it. That was the whole dynamic.
Because as they do a different challenge, and they've got two paired up, and the other one they were enemies, but then the next week they're paired up, and they were best
of friends. No, it was just total dynamic, and of course the Daily Fail ran with it and made lots of money from it. But,
of course. And I see Clive Wells says Jeremy used to live in Chipping Norton. You're absolutely right, Clive. But didn't he also live somewhere a bit more coastal? I got the feeling, was it had a lighthouse or something? Maybe
Gibraltar.
Gibraltar.
I don't know. I'm just spitballing. I know they have a lighthouse there, that's all.
If he lived in Gibraltar, the Spanish authorities would encircle it and not let any flights or any shipping in or out until he left.
Pearlfish says, I would never treat my kids like other people. I'm nice to other people. Oh, dear.
I'm back. What did I miss? Happy birthday.
Sorry, I didn't see who that was that said, but thank you very much.
Blue feather.
Blue. Yeah. Sorry if I'm just looking the other way and I don't recognise the voice. I've had it, so sorry. Yeah, thank you, Blue. And did you see, just in case you didn't catch it, Judy Bassett bought you a ticket, in effect, to the draw.
I wanted to buy it for myself.
Yeah, wasn't that nice? It was very kind.
Well, then they bought themselves a ticket.
Oh, right. Well, what if that? I think Judy actually, yeah, she entered herself. So if Judy Bassett Blue Feather wins, I'll let the two of you argue the toss over it. But
Okay. I left you a nice cake on Discord.
Okay, thank you. Oh, hi, Julie. I see you there. Julie. Judy? Who? Judy.
Yeah,
Julie.
you were.
Judy is my mother-in-law.
Ah.
So,
Don't talk to me about mother-in-laws. Right now. Right
had
now.
one
My
of those
mother-in-law.
ones.
The weather here is grey and grim, just like my mother-in-law.
Looks great out the window.
oh my God.
Oh yeah.
it
Sorry, that's
is
that window. The window behind me is a
very
lovely.
hot here.
Yeah.
today.
It's lovely. When we finish the stream, I'm going snorkeling.
It's 90 F out here now.
So
What's that old joke? Take my mother-in-law, please.
yes.
I actually loved my mother-in-law. She
Yeah.
was great.
Yeah.
I got a pretty good. My mother-in-law makes the best freaking pies ever, and I don't want to say it's the primary reason that I married Julie, but it was a
was a good reason.
high motivating
Good part of
factor,
it.
as we like to say.
Any man's heart
Pie
through his
is
stomach.
just-
I thought it was supposed to be straight through the rib cage with a 6-inch knife.
No need. Just get me through the pancreas.
not when there's delicious cake around.
My mother-in-law lives a few hundred miles away, so that's also not too bad.
No, that's not bad at all. My mother and father-in-law went away for a week, and his car's broken down. They can't come back.
Oh my God, we haven't seen. I haven't seen my in-laws since last Christmas before last. Very sad, actually.
I thought
Yeah,
you
we
were going
need
to say.
thanks for.
you
Oh,
tell-
we need to call her.
yeah, never mind COVID. The common cold's bad, so you better not come back. No, I've got a bit of a headache. You better
So-
not come back in case you catch that.
Just in case for you, Mr. Sensible, and the audience, information today that released is very startling about COVID protocol, which is that because we've all been wearing masks and washing our hands and generally behaving ourselves, the number of flu cases this year in America was under 30,000. And we have 300 million people in America.
I know.
The number of total flu cases were the same as the years before fatalities from the flu.
Yeah,
And over 300,000 cases. And this year, 3,200 cases.
well,
which
similar
is-
things happened
that-
here, and then of course you get these deniers saying, "Oh, that's convenient, isn't it? Flu suddenly disappears," and then we got no, it's just that flu is nowhere near as spreadable as this, and so we're taking all the precautions that are preventing flu. If we did these precautions, forget COVID. If we had these precautions all the time, we wouldn't get flu.
Now, are you trying to say that keeping good hygiene and social distancing and using masks stops spreading disease?
Apparently it does, but you carry on like you are, you smelly little toad.
You mean you crap out the window?
It works.
Oh dear.
Oh,
No,
they
I-
would definitely take it.
I crap in a bucket and then sling it at people I don't like who are walking on the street.
This is supposed to be a cheerful birthday stream, not talking about your strange toilet habits.
Especially those idiots who drive around in cars that are too loud with loud dunka music going on.
I think I did a Karen video about you yesterday.
About
with your
who?
poo slinging.
Sorry, about who?
About Nimrod.
Well, I've got a couple more super chats I'll just quickly read. We've got Flurfspective, who has started a new channel with Ranty Flat Earth, if I got that right. £2 saying, "Can I be blue? Happy birthday." Well, thank you for that, Flurf. So let's add you. Flurfspective. And we've got Mitch Goldstein. Super chatted $5 US. Happy globular return from the Goldsteins. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate that. Let's add you into the draw.
Please spend it on something frivolous.
Already did.
That reminds me of an appalling joke I heard years ago. My wife said to me, I asked her what she wanted for her birthday. She said, "Oh, I don't know, something I don't really need that's totally unnecessary and expensive." So I signed her up for chemotherapy.
Well, I thought it was going to be Mage 3.
Oh, Mage 3. Yeah, I haven't.
Oh, no, that,
Hey, barman! A barman T-shirt Mitch has got. Oh yeah, I didn't know he sold those.
Oh yeah, everybody's selling something except me. I'm the only schmuck who doesn't have a secret fucking code name like every other cool person does. I don't have any merch.
Mitch, we need to come up with a name for a new channel. What would your channel be about if you started a channel then?
Well, I already know what my name is going to be. It's my name is going to be the Hooded Octopus. But I still haven't figured out what my channel's going to be about because, quite honestly, I'm not the first person to think about having a channel. I'm not even sure what it would be about.
It could be a channel, channel just about flogging merch.
Right?
And the twist could be you don't actually flog merch.
Because I collect watches, so guys like, hey, why don't you have a watch channel? I'm like, well, because there's like 500 watch channels. Some of these guys get 1.5, 2 million views a throw.
Oh,
what kind of money is that? What is that? What is Colin? You know what? Colin's not in the room. But we were just talking the other day. What's that like? What does that monetize to? 1.5 million views for an hour. A lot. Yeah. That's exactly the figure I was going to come up with. Yeah. So you're talking $3,500, $4,000, $5,000, somewhere in that neighborhood. That's not a bad scratch for an hour and a half worth of work.
Provided within that hour and a half, as well as researching, making, and advertising your video, you also can get 1.5 million subscribers. That's the trick. That's the real trick. I suppose you could just ask Simon Dan if you could borrow his 400,000. That would help, wouldn't it?
Yeah, right.
I'm sure he won't just sign his channel.
Creaky's starting to catch up with Dan.
Creaky's doing.
And Sarcastic Barman is starting to catch up. Everybody's starting to pick up a little bit. All the good channels are.
What's Barman on? Do you know? Roughly. Just roughly.
1.8K.
1.8, roughly that.
500?
What are you talking about?
What's his channel? I'll have a look. I don't even remember.
Sarcastic Barman, I think.
Yeah. Oh, he's hilarious. I love him. He's got 1.65 K subscribers.
Okay. Yeah, you could do with
it's
more
than
that.
It's not bad, because when I became a Patreon, he had 400 subscribers. So
yeah.
He's doing okay.
Good.
You had 250-something subscribers when I came to you, Mr. S.
And on 9.2 now. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I'm very pleased. Very pleased. And I do appreciate each and every one. Most of them are me.
I've got an idea for you.
I'm at 56.
Who? Oh, Andreas.
I'm at 12.
I have 144.
Well, there you go. You share your channels.
97. I think I have 97, and I specifically asked not to be subscribed to, but I guess people subscribed out of spite.
Oh, FE Peer Reviews just said that he's picking up as well. 280 subs, up about 20 in the last month. Keep going, FE. Dart's just dropped the link through to Sarcastic Barman's channel for anyone who wants to check that out. A whole bunch of us creators, it looks likely, if this COVID thing ever goes away and it stops raining, at some point we're going to have a bit of a get-together, probably at Barman's. Oh, yeah. That'd be good. Be nice to meet a few people. FE Peer Review, we need to start planning a 10k celebration. I did actually speak to Mrs. S about that the other day, about getting her on, because she appeared briefly at the end of my 5k. Do you remember that, Mitch? Just the last few seconds. It'd be nice to actually get her on here to actually join in the stream.
And Julie called it. I said it was you were going to reveal something interesting about your personal life that you were like. I was thinking it was going to be like that you were like a ballet dancer or just something really out there from your past.
Like one, yeah.
No, Mrs. S is going to come on camera, and she was absolutely right. So she called it.
Can I just say, I've just noticed the top row all have very little hair.
Oh, I have a lot of hair, just not on the top of my head.
Yeah, no, that's my problem too. It fell off of here and ended up on my back.
It migrated. Hey, who needs hair anyway?
Who needs hair?
Really.
I mean, you can put a hat on, keep your head warm. You get hair on your body to keep your body warm.
Listen, man, I go through a bottle of shampoo every 19 months.
My Lego figure doesn't have hair either.
No, that's true. That's true.
But you could easily change that.
Hey, I don't know if you've heard, I did mention it in my stream a couple of days ago, but, oh gosh, what's his name? It's just escaped me now. Someone's channel just got nuked by YouTube. Can someone drop his name in? They'll think who it is. Perhaps Colon or one of the other mods. He's been tackling people like Mark Steele and all these 5G and COVIDiots, and they started reporting him to YouTube for harassment and bullying. So they're going around saying things like,
Schrodinger's cat?
No, not Schrodinger.
Well, Brownie Beaver also got a strike on his channel too, I've seen today.
What, was that in connection with the same sort of thing?
Not entirely sure. I didn't read the post. I just seen it as I was looking through for your live stream.
Yeah, the name is... I do apologise, because I remembered it the other day. Thank you, Demon Orb. Mr. Bozo Head. No, not MC2. Mr. Bozo Head. Yeah, like some others, he's been debunking the rubbish that Steele and the others are putting out. It's more than just rubbish, it's dangerous. And so they complained about bullying. And he's had his channel taken down. He's appealed it and lost the appeal. It's absolutely incredible. So they're talking about this crap. He points out his crap, and they accuse him of bullying, and YouTube has nuked his channel. Absolutely terrible.
Bill Devitt said Schrodinger's cat was copy struck by fraudsters.
Ooh.
That's becoming really common.
I was watching a live stream Schrodinger did last night today before this stream. He's going to sue PayPal Paddy no matter what. He's going to be talking to a lawyer now who has a copyright lawyer or advocate.
What was the story? What was the alleged
grounds to sue him?
What was the alleged copyright?
PayPal Paddy. PayPal Paddy filed a copyright strike against Schrodinger because Schrodinger debunked one of his videos under the fair use law.
Yep. Which is what we all do.
He didn't use all of... Exactly. So you know how that works. Basically, PayPal Paddy has now tried to copyright strike him. Schrodinger got out of it after dealing with YouTube, but an awful lot of other creators now have mirrored Schrodinger's video about this.
Yeah.
And PayPal Paddy's going around copyright striking all of the channels that has mirrored his video.
Well, that's a big mistake. He's going to end up paying dearly for that.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, with a copyright strike, anyone here who is not... actually, even quite a few creators won't quite understand if it's never happened or they've never had to issue a strike. I have once against Flatzoid. You issue a strike, the video is taken down. If that person appeals, the video is reinstated. And then it is up to the original person who made the accusation of copyright breach to provide to YouTube evidence that they are taking it legal. Otherwise, the reinstatement stands. The downside is if you challenge it, you have to give your proper name, or if you've got one, a lawyer who will act on your behalf. And of course,
this is the path Schrodinger's taken. He's contacted a lawyer who's just willing to give him just a consultation, because an awful lot of the lawyers are saying, "Oh, you won't make any money from it. You won't make any money from it." But Schrodinger's basically saying, "I don't care if I lose money. I can deal with that." He's got some lawyer from, I think, Virginia, which is where he lives or is from or whatever. And he's suing PayPal Paddy anyway.
Good.
Because it has, as you've said yourself, something has to be done to stop these people from false copyright striking.
That's right.
Proper channels.
I mean, if someone breaches copyright, then they deserve to. Well, I mean, there's two options. You can either issue the copyright claim, which gives them a chance to address it, perhaps edit it, perhaps negotiate a fee or whatever, come to some arrangement, or you can issue an immediate strike, which takes it down straight away. But that's fine if it's genuinely thought that there is abuse of copyright. But using it as a weapon, a false DMCA claim, is an offence, isn't it?
Yes, but unfortunately, there's people who do exactly use that.
Yeah, and they're using this technique, a similar technique against Mr. Bozo Head by claiming harassment, when all he's doing is issuing a response video responding to some wild-ass claims with evidence to the contrary. I'm just quickly going to read. I've got another super chat. David Oliver, £5. Thank you, David. My lips have been really itchy. Does it mean my mouth is healing? I don't know. Are you saying it's going to shut you up, David? I do hope not. Well, if your lips need healing, I hope they heal. Anyway, you're added on there again. Thank you, sir. Let's take that back off.
Well, on the subject of copyright takings, you know what happened to Radical the Arnold Knight?
Oh no, him as well.
Yeah, somebody who ordered in Britain. They ordered in Britain, basically ordered a strike on his one of his videos, and I think Radical's in the process of actually trying to get that sorted.
And I see Gary Wybenger's talking about my strike on Flatsoid. I can't see the whole conversation, but to make it clear to you, Gary, what had happened is, I don't mind if Flatsoid or anyone takes one of my videos, chops up bits, or even most of it, and is commenting sort of, well, he's wrong about this because, and laugh at me because, that's fine. But on that instance, what he'd done is he sort of basically showed half my video, showed some clip of his that wasn't really in response, and then virtually showed the other half of my video. I forget, he used something like 60 or 70% of my video, and it made up about 80% of his video. It was virtually nothing. So it wasn't fair use. I attempted to contact him to give him 24 hours to take the video down and to contact me so he could discuss, because then if he'd done proper editing and that, he'd be okay. But I had no way of contacting him because he had me blocked on that. So I had no option other than to just issue the strike. He then did contact me, and I said, okay, let's chat, because I had a solution that would have solved the problem for him, at which point, if the problem was solved, I would have withdrawn the copyright claim because it would no longer be needed, and he would have that strike removed from him. And after that, he never contacted me. There was a couple of times he said, oh yeah, maybe tomorrow, I can do it tomorrow. I can't because whatever. That's fine, that sort of thing happens. But then he just stopped contacting me. And I actually saw him comment on one of his videos just saying, I'm just going to let it go. Well, after 3 months, the strike will expire anyway. Okay, so I had satisfaction in that he didn't just have a video up there that was a rip-off of mine. And eventually that strike will be gone and he'll be back to square one. And that's fine, because I don't want to do that. I would rather him do a debunked video on me, because then I could pull that apart. That's the way it should be done. Okay? But he had the opportunity, more than enough, to get in contact with me so that we could come to an arrangement. Because I actually had a plan, what he could do that would satisfy me and allow him to have a video. He might have had to redo quite a bit, but a video attacking my video that he had done, and the copyright strike would have gone. But he didn't. That was his choice. Fair enough.
Yeah, I remember that quite well, Mr. S. I think that was the first stream you brought me onto on YouTube.
Okay.
And as I said at the time, you were fully within your rights to do what you did. I mean, you gave him a chance and everything like that.
Well, I tried my
didn't
best.
take it.
Because,
Oh.
I mean, you know, you could give him the benefit of the doubt. He's made a mistake. Perhaps he doesn't understand how copyright is, or in his country things are a bit more lax or whatever, and that's fine. But that's not the case here on YouTube, in which case I was more than willing to come to some negotiation, some way of working that would have enabled him to put a video out and would have left me happy. But meanwhile, if he wants to take my last video and do a debunk on it, I'm totally cool with that. I could understand if he feels a bit nervous just in case he thinks I'm going to copyright strike it. Well, if he doesn't abuse copyright, I won't strike it. And that's the very, very last thing I wanted to do. It really, really was.
Totally agree with you.
Those
YouTube terms of service are very, very clear, but I mean, how many people have actually read the full YouTube terms of service, or any terms of service for that matter?
They're really kind of silent on abuse of copyright strike because it's not something that's supposed to happen. It's not something that they've really come up with a good policy for. How do you prove the intent of? But it is definitely a form of harassment.
False claims, yeah.
You could say that he legitimately believed that there was this much infringement, but it doesn't seem very likely. So we'll see. I mean, it worked once.
Well, Gary Wybenga says, I thought he did enough on his video, but Mr. Sense was a nitpicker who got his feelings hurt. Well, Gary, that's your opinion. That's your opinion. But it was my video, my work. So it's up to me if I felt it was not fair use. And 60 or 70% of the video without a comment or edit or anything in it, I felt was not fair use. He was quite entitled to challenge that if he felt that he was within his rights, but he didn't. When you put out a video, it's up to you if you challenge someone about copyright if they use it. Sorry, go ahead.
He had a chance to remediate too, and he decided not to remediate.
And that's absolutely, Mitch. And I know if I recall at the time, I think you said don't even give him a chance. You know, he's breached it. You struck him. End of. I think that was what you said, and that's fine too. But I actually did decide, and I did make an effort. Yeah, well, Gary, you can say it's nitpicking, but if you've put in however much work it was, 6-8 hours work on a video, and then someone literally takes it in fact, I don't even know if it's 24 hours later, and puts up almost the entirety of that video again, and puts in one short clip at the beginning and some bunch of waffle, which he didn't even create then. They were just from some of his other videos. He just took 2 chunks of his other videos, slotted them in, and called the job a good one. I could do that in 10 minutes, plus rendering time, upload it. That's not a debunk video. That's not a response video. That's ripping off my video.
Dude, it was your video plus a few minutes of him. He didn't really even address anything in your videos. And you got to remember, Flirts actually have nothing to say. So all they have is nitpicking. All they have is cherry picking. All they have is misrepresentation. All they have is pseudoscience. That's all they got, dude.
Don't forget the lying.
Yes, you got to lie to Fleur.
I was getting to that.
And as Colon saying to Gary, if you look at Flatsoy's latest stuff about cats, he's using some interesting editing techniques, so it's transformative. Exactly, you're right, Colon. It's got to be transformative. It doesn't mean you're changing the image. It could be partly changing the images, doing some editing on it, but he did nothing, Gary. Nothing. So I don't know what your latest video is, Gary, but if I downloaded your video, took 60, 70, 80% of it, and then picked 2 videos of mine that are already out there and took 2 short chunks of those, slotted them in, uploaded it, you think that's a fair response video? You think that's fair use of your material? Fair use.
I'm trying to find I'm trying to find a video by a YouTuber called Tom Scott. He did a very, very good video about copyright infringement.
Yeah, he
and
did.
the
I think I
differences
might
of
have seen that. Yeah.
You probably have seen it. It's very good because he explains the differences of copyright infringement, even on platforms like YouTube. The differences between
Yes.
how it works in the UK and how it works in the USA with music and all that other stuff.
Yeah, I have definitely seen that. Definitely.
Very well explained as to how it works. This is why I know. It's one of the reasons why I know what you did was actually a very fair thing to have done. Otherwise, I wouldn't say it.
Yeah, it's got to be transformative. And the thing is, Gary, taking your comments at face value, the whole thing, I mean, technically, you should not use any of my video. It is my copyright from start to finish. You don't have to register it or anything. It is my copyright. The business about fair use, or I've forgotten what it's called in the UK, it's a similar thing with a different name.
It is still fair use.
No, it's got a different name in the UK. I can't remember what it is. Someone will think of what it is. It's actually treading on my rights a bit by allowing you to use some of my video, the minimal amount to make your point. So you can comment about what I'm saying, but it doesn't mean you take my whole video. You take the bit that you're commenting on. You can't just wholesale copy. No one's said what it is. I can't remember. Someone must know what the UK thing for fair use is. It's got a different name. It just escapes me right now. It's my memory. It's going with age, along with the hair. Yeah, I'm going to have to watch it. Before you know it, I'll be going bald.
I'm currently posting a link to Tom Scott's video about copyright infringement.
And someone said that Lawful Masses is brilliant as well, and Leonard French is a copyright lawyer. Copyright lawyer.
Oh dear.
Yeah, he recently moved over to the.
What a Freudian slip.
So that's why it's called lawyer in English.
Oh man.
What's the difference between those two words, Mr. S? I don't understand.
There is none.
It's like the old joke. What's the difference between a dead lawyer on the road and a dead cat on the road? There's skid marks in front of the cat. I've got to find out what that is. Fair use.
Did we just land up in some slander and infringement now? Slander laws.
What it's called in the UK, it's not fair use. It's called fair dealing, which is a stupid name, but it's the same thing. I'm sure there's different little bits and pieces to the law, but
it's just that we can speak English better than the Americans can, and fair dealings is too advanced for their lexicon.
Do you know? I'm not going to agree or disagree because I just realised I didn't really hear what you're saying, and I don't want to agree with something I shouldn't. What was it you said?
I said that's probably just because the English wrote the dictionary.
Yeah.
And the Americans can't English properly, and they have to make things easier. So it's the side walk because you walk to the side.
Have you checked your subs? They're plummeting like a rock.
I only have 12. It's not exactly difficult.
No. Let me rephrase that.
1.2.
Yes, you only had 12, Nimrod.
I only had 12. That's it. Yeah. Now I have got 10 to the negative minus 17.
FE peer review. Thank you very much for joining us. Have a good night. Oh, apparently in Australia it's called fair dinkum. Oh dear. Oh, Dick Holman said fair dealing. Sorry, Dick, I missed that. And Mo's saying that as well. Hello, Mo. How's it going, my friend? Oh, apparently FE peer reviews just said good night, Mitch Goldstein. Are you there, Mitch?
He said he was heading out.
Yeah, and he actually expressly said good night to you. I didn't know if you'd seen it.
Oh, I'd say good night to him. He's a kindly sort of person.
Poor fish. I tried telling the officer it was fair dealing, but apparently it's still illegal to deal weed. Oh man, you guys, you're so funny. Gary Wybenga, Mr. Sensible, you should be glad that he put in most of your videos. That just gives you an advertisement. Oh come on, Gary. I tell you what, Gary, why don't you copy James Cameron's Titanic and just upload it to your channel? That I'm sure they'll appreciate the publicity, and they won't copyright strike you for that at all.
So dumbass Gary is saying that Flatzoid should be happy that you're giving him.
No. That's it. He's saying that I should be happy.
exposure?
I should be happy that Flatzoid was advertising me.
Flatzoid is an idiot.
Is that a technical assessment, Mitch? Or gut feeling?
Oh no, I'm an amateur, and I can tell you he's an idiot.
Experts on duty.
Yeah.
We talk to them every day.
We're heavily invested in anti-idiocy on YouTube. As you know.
Just like ours.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, I saw that.
Mr. Wybenga says he could probably copyright strike me when you did a so-called debunk. Of course, he would never do that. Listen, Gary, I'm not saying. In fact, far from it. I would like you to take one of my videos, chop out bits, comment on them. That's fine. Absolutely fine. That's fair use, fair dealing, fair dinkum, depending where you are around the world. I think if you are serious, then you need to read up about copyright, because if you issued a strike against me or someone else, you're quite entitled to try and do that, of course. But if you do, and it's wrong, it will just get reversed, and you could be challenged, and you could even, as we were talking about earlier on, find yourself sued for abuse of copyright, a false DMCA claim. Look that up. I'm being serious, Gary. It's not having a go at you. Look it up. Make sure you understand, because I don't want you to get into trouble by issuing any false strikes, okay?
He doesn't get the informative part. You need to add something or change something, and then it would be fair use.
I mean, I had several people quote about that famous case where someone had taken someone else's video and didn't add anything. In fact, what they'd done is the way they edited several clips from that video together that made it transformative and made a satirical point. But that was quite unusual.
There's a couple of ways you can get around that without having to cut up somebody else's video, because there's one lawyer who does this. I don't remember his name. He basically shows the whole video and then adds on just as long of a comment at the very end explaining everything in that video. And the most important thing is he criticizes the wrongs and the rights that are going on in there. As long as you're criticizing or critiquing the video you've just showed, even if you showed it in its entirety, that's sort of
Sounds
along
like
the lines of
legal eagle.
Yeah, I would agree, but you'd have to be very careful to make sure you were addressed. I don't mean every last word is addressed, but if you're using the entire video, you'd have to address every pretty much every point in it.
Yeah, he basically just covers court cases for the most of that, and some sort Siths getting their windows smashed and stuff.
That's legal eagle.
Is it legal eagle? No, Common Sense Academy.
Oh, well, legal eagle does the same thing.
Yeah, there's a couple of them out there who do that, and then you've got
I think Legal Eagle cuts it more in parts and has the comments in between, actually.
I haven't watched Legal Eagle, to be honest. Natalie, the lawyer chick, she cuts it up too. But Common Sense Academy, he's got a couple of channels, and basically he shows the video first. Occasionally he'll jump in sometimes, but most of the time he just shows the video first and then goes in and talks about pretty much everything that's just happened.
Another way I've done it, I've forgotten the guy's name. I've done it where I'm showing a video. It's on the green screen behind me, and I'm sort of in the corner, and I'm playing it. Pause. Talk about that bit. Play again. But I only did that because I knew that I was going to basically pretty much address everything. You couldn't play a half-hour video and just stop it once and just make a comment about that one sentence or point they made.
Then that wouldn't be fair use.
No, exactly.
And definitely you wouldn't be criticizing or critiquing anything going on in the video.
And just the fact that my image is there in the corner is not transformative. Let me just read. I got another super chat from Brother Grief. £5. Thank you, brother. Happy birthday, Mr. S. All the best people have birthdays in May. Quite right. Please use
Damn
this
right.
for upcoming Mage 3. So let's thank you. Let's have Brother Grief on here. And just
Mr. Sensible, Gary Wybenga thinks you're James Cameron.
Does he? Why is that? Is he planning to use my Titanic movie?
No, he's
Just,
asking if you're comparing yourself to James Cameron.
Well,
basically.
Yeah, I see. Well, James Cameron is someone who I'm encouraging and hoping to bring along and develop his skills over time.
We all have to start somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, I'm doing him a favour, and he's asked me to help advise him on Avatar 2, 3 and 4, all of which are in production at the same time, I believe.
And you shout him out, so he's bound to get a few more subscribers now.
Absolutely right. If you haven't checked out James Cameron, please have a look. Find his channel if it's on here somewhere, and give him a like, you know. And if you're really kind, give him a subscribe. And tell him that Mr. Sensible sent you, all right? Yeah, definitely. He's not he's not a bad bloke, really, James.
I'll see if I can't find a link to his channel for you, Mr. S.
Okay, we can post it. Shill him out a bit. He does deserve it, doesn't he? You know, he does try, and you know, you like people to develop.
Well, this is it. Let's see now. Hope this works. Hope this doesn't redirect to somewhere else. He has a very odd username, though.
Does he? Well, while you're doing that, I just seen there's another one's just popped in. Your pal Al super chatted $2 US. Happy leveling up day. Thank you, Al. I won't chuck the wheel across right now, but I'll add you now. Your pal Al. Okay, so you are on the wheel, and I'm not sure. We got 79 watching, so it's gone down a little, but I'm not sure if it's a changeover. But anyone who's wondering, as it says below, any super chats get entered in. It's just a little Buzz Aldrin flight tag that came along with my visor shot NASA picture. I had two, and I decided to give one away to Now Pinion's daughter. She's a lovely girl, and she likes me, so I thought I'd send her something. Apparently she
is awesome.
Yeah. Now said she doesn't get much post, so she's really excited to get that, which is great. Oh, thanks,
okay, Mr. S, but I didn't get paid because I get access to the actual real large ones of those.
Oh, thanks for that, Colon. I hadn't noticed. Let's bring him in. We've got another guest. Here, Mr. Mohammed Shafiq, good friend of mine. Hello, Mohammed. How are you, my friend?
Hello, Mr. Sensible.
How are you? I'm just going to turn your volume up a bit. You're a bit... Go on, try again.
Is that any better? I've just turned the sound down on the laptop.
That's great, thank you. Can I ask you, Mo, because you first told me about what happened to Mr. Bozo Head. Do you have any news?
Basically, we're trying now to get YouTube's attention through Twitter. They've totally dismissed any of his appeals.
Yep.
His appeals actually come in before the end of his video, the length of his video.
So it was an automatic rejection.
Automatic rejection.
I'm going to. I do apologise.
We're now just basically trying to politely ask YouTube on Twitter to try and get their attention using his unique channel ID to try and get his channel back for him.
Well, let's hope so. We'll carry on with this in just a second. I do want to just address this. I've had another super chat, and just so you can see your power, Al, you are there on the bottom, but I just had another one from Charlie Welch, $5 US, paying you to move on from Gary. I was sort of moving on, but thank you. It's your birthday. Let's have fun. He's gotten his daily attention, and you're quite right, Charlie. I've addressed everything. Been polite, Gary. We said it how it is, so we're leaving that. So let's add you onto the list. Charlie Welch. Thank you, Charlie. There you go. You're on there as well. Actually, how many have we got on there? 38 entries. Wow.
It's quite a list.
Yeah, it is indeed.
Very impressive.
Yeah, impressive. So it's incredibly sad, isn't it? Because I don't know if it was when we were chatting on Discord or not, Mo, but
there's been a big hate campaign based on Facebook, and there's videos we've actually submitted through Twitter to YouTube showing them that they're out to attack our channels.
Yeah. So they openly have admitted that abusing the system to try and shut us guys down.
They've actually gave out instructions how to set up PO boxes so they don't get tracked, and use throwaway phone numbers.
That's disgusting. And YouTube has seen all that. Well, it's been sent to them.
And this is to someone with 20,000 followers as well that's doing it on Facebook.
What about contacting someone like Nate the lawyer or whatever?
I've contacted one. I explained the situation. As soon as I started mentioning names, that's it. All communication ceased. It's like he didn't want to get mixed up in it.
So I've just seen mods. Please be careful. WPL's had a message deleted or whatever. I'll read it out because it wasn't abusive. Flatzoid did a complete takedown, and it must have been hard for Mr. Sensible to handle. I don't mind WPL saying things like that. That's fine because he's wrong. Nothing Flatzoid's done in his videos has been difficult for me. Okay, so mods, please be careful. If it's not abusive, it's not hate speech, dissenting views are definitely allowed because, hey, it gets things active in the chat. Oh, and Chris Durham, thank you. Happy birthday. Appreciate it. Yeah, you go and teach. I am having a great stream. Take care, my friend. Yeah, it's so bad for Mr. Bozo Head. But yeah, what I was saying is, if your channel gets nuked by YouTube, that would be bad. It'd be horrible. But they close down all your Google stuff. So if you use Gmail or Google Mail, and perhaps it's the one you use when you're talking with your bank back and forth and so on, and that's the one where your password reminder goes to or whatever, you've lost it. You can't even... It affects everything. I think that's
seriously.
abusing.
Yeah. It affects any app you've bought as well.
Yeah. I mean, okay, you think I've done wrong. You decide to close down my YouTube channel. We argue the toss about it, and you decide finally, nope, it's going. Okay, that's bad. But why the hell are you touching my Gmail or Google Mail if I use that? That's just wrong.
That is...
Well, Mr. Bozerhead's now in a dispute where he's trying to get his premium membership back.
Right. Yes, because I asked you what that was. I didn't realise, did I? I thought it was some flashy YouTube thing, so perhaps you can do more, but it's for watching stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I see Sarcastic Barman. Super chat. Thank you, Barman. We were talking about you. Got a fan in here. We got Mr. Mitch Goldstein. A Sarcastic Barman, super chat, £15 saying, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. You look like a cheese board and you smell like one too. Have a few pints on me, dude. Thank you, Barman. I appreciate that. And I shall add you to the Wheel of Fortune. Sarcastic Barman. Cheers, my friend. And actually, Barman, we were just saying earlier on that there has been talk about a number of creators, perhaps this summer with the COVID thing easing up, lockdown and so on, and maybe a little bit of decent weather, of a get-together around your place, wasn't there? That would be good. I would like to come if that happens, and I can possibly make it. Definitely. Good to see you. Yeah, so you lose your Gmail, and as you said, other Google products. I can't see how they can justify that. I mean, they're within their rights, I suppose. It's their company. But why?
They want it to be especially punitive. I get it. Because it's they want to make sure that they're protected from their liability. That's mostly why. So they nuke everything.
Yeah, but why? Yeah, but why aren't they going after the people who are doing the false copyright claims as well?
Oh, absolutely.
Like I said, it's especially difficult to prove a false copyright claim. That's why.
Yeah, but for those who are able to prove it, and nothing happens. And I mean, look at things like what's his face, Daniel Pratt. He's had channels taken down and nuked, and he comes back and he still has other channels, and he even called one of them Daniel Pratt's next deleted YouTube channel. And it's just like, you know, and then he gets, what wasn't it him that got demonetized?
Yes.
We'll let the free market determine the value of his channel.
You've also got people like Charlie Ward who are actually taking over monetized channels, putting grifting content on there, and YouTube ain't bothered.
It's not good, is it? And it's another super chat. Thank you. Sorry, another super chat. Oh, Rusty the Robot Bear, £10. Thank you, Rusty. My NASA check has just come through. Oh, good for you, my friend. Mine always takes ages. And this is my first ever super chat. So what better way to spend it? Happy Boff Day, Mr. S. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Rusty. I really appreciate it. I shall add your name to the list, and anyone who's not aware, do come back if you're not at the end of the stream to check to see if you were a winner, because I'll put it in the description, because I'll need an address, so you'll need to email me. Rusty the Robot Bear. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. First one, eh? You always remember your first one.
I'm actually putting my sandals on. I got to go run out and get some elements for dinner. I'm making some Middle Eastern food tonight, so what seems to be out of the mint.
So uranium, plutonium, making it spicy.
What about just Mentos? Can't you just use those?
I'll put them in the food processor. Oh, I think the only ones I have are the mango flavored ones. I don't think that's really going to work.
Mango Mentos? That sounds nice, actually.
There's cola ones. They're out there the best. Cola. All right, so I'm heading out.
Okay, thank you, Mitch.
Make sure you like and subscribe, everybody.
Cheers. You take care, my friend. See you soon, yeah?
Cool like me.
And enjoy your Middle Eastern food.
Bye.
Bye, Julie. Take care.
Birthday.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Take care, everybody.
Going back to that copyright thing, though, if I issued a copyright strike against you, Mo, okay, I could take one of your videos and say that's mine, and I want it taken down straight away. YouTube have a duty, and they will take it down straight away. But then what you can do is say, hey, this is wrong. This is nothing to do with him. It doesn't use any of Mr. S's material. I want to fight that copyright strike. I reject it. In which case, it will be put back up. But you have to provide your name or a name of your agent. After that, your video remains up. If I want to say, no, it is breaching my copyright, at that point, I have to provide proof, I think within 28 days, or a month-ish, to YouTube to show that I'm taking it legal, because I'm sure that you're breaching my copyright, and so I'm going to sue you. Then it will go back down again. That's the way it works. But it's got very, very serious very quickly. And YouTube, I can understand in a way, they don't want to get involved, because how are they going to decide if let's say you have used a bit of one of my videos, how do they decide whether that's breaching copyright or not? That's down to a judge. So it's very nasty, and people are taking advantage of it, of course.
They are taking advantage of it. That group on Facebook with the host that's got 1,000 followers has actually put out that she'll have my address soon, as soon as I put in my copyright opinion.
Yeah.
And she's put that out to her 20,000 followers.
But I mean, the way to get around it, and the only way I'm aware of to get around it, is to
go for a lawyer.
Yeah, appoint an agent, so you can say, no, I reject this copyright claim. Here's my lawyer, Scraggs, Wimple, and Devonish lawyers.
Yeah, but I mean, Mr. S, as Schrodinger himself said, for him anyway, in the United States, from their point of view, it's very, very, very to get a copyright lawyer to take a case like his, because, as he said, there's no money in it.
Yeah, but
it's not $1 million lawsuit.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about that. If I have used a 10-second clip of your video and you issue a copyright strike immediately, my video goes down. I want to defend.
I get that.
And if I want to defend that, I have to say, I'm defending that. Here's my name. and that means you've got my name and address. So the way I could do it is I'll defend it, but I don't give my name and address. I give my appointed agent, a lawyer. They don't have to do any work. I'm not hiring them to do anything. And then at that point, you either have to say, well, look, I've got his lawyer's address. Am I going to leave it, or do I want to proceed with the copyright? If I proceed with the copyright, that this is you, then you have to appoint lawyers and issue a summons or whatever it is. You have to take it legal. Then YouTube would take the video back down again. So there is a way to avoid giving your personal details out, but you'll have to get a lawyer at least to agree to act on your behalf if it goes further.
I suppose that's probably going to be easier, but I mean, as in Schrodinger's case, he said himself, he doxed himself. He's doxed himself so many times on his own streams and on other people's streams that it doesn't matter if he gives his real name or not.
Yeah, and that's
so
fine.
He's in a
and some people's YouTube channels, they quite happily talk about their name and that. But other people, for whatever reason, whether it's just because they don't want people to know, whether it's because of family reasons or work reasons or whatever, don't want to give that information. I mean,
what you mean, Mr. Sensible is not your real name?
Well, that is my real name, of course, and my first name is
Nimrod,
really. But I think, I mean, YouTube have our details.
Anyone guess for my name?
Well, there you go. There's a case in point. You know, and that's absolutely fine. So, in fact, if someone issued a copyright strike against you, you could quite happily give your name and say, I reject that copyright strike. I want my video back up. So that's comparatively easy for you. But if Nimrod's actually a secret agent and doesn't want everyone to know his name is Fred Bloggs from 22 Acacia Avenue, and I'm saying that and really hoping his name isn't Fred Bloggs and he lives at 22 Acacia Avenue or doxed him, it becomes a bit more awkward for him.
I'm Irish, so my name is shared by an awful lot of people all around the world.
Ah.
So,
well, there is only one Irish name, though, isn't there? So, that, yeah, I guess you have.
Yeah, Nimrod. It's one of the most Irish names ever.
Is that Mr. Nim, surname Rod, or is it Mr. something Nimrod?
It's Nimrod's son.
Sorry, I'm looking at WPL.
You probably don't want to do that. I mean, your eyes are going to bleed.
Yeah, this is WPL. Him destroying the points I made. That's obviously a new definition of the word destroy that I've not been previously aware of. Thank you. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just reading some of the messages. Oh, so
yeah, it's a little bit distracting trying to talk and read. And
it is. I try and glance at it, and of course the other thing is I'm looking at the pictures there. I'm not looking at the camera if I'm not careful. That's a little odd. So Andreas, tell us about your Lego music machine. How is that developing now?
It's developing rather nicely.
Right. Have you got more videos about it on your channel now?
I've got several videos.
So I mean, when I saw it, it was playing. I don't know what you call them, chime bars or whatever. Is it a full orchestra now?
No, I got 20 videos.
Okay.
It's about 14 different songs.
Is it the same machine, or is the?
It's the same machine.
Okay,
yes.
I was wondering if the machine had developed like that Marble Machine X. Have you seen Marble Machine X?
Only the number of minifigures.
Yeah, but have you not seen Wintergarten's channel with his Marble Machine?
I have seen that one. Yes,
absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Let me see here. I'm going to count the songs.
Oh, I just seen Stephen Huxtable says, did I miss your super chat? Let me have a check, Stephen. I don't recall off the top of my head. First of all, let's. Oh, actually, if I sort that alphabetical, I should see. It's not one that I've noted down. Oh, I
He
did
had
miss.
one.
Stephen, I just hadn't read it yet. So I've just refreshed. So it says, "Happy birthday, Mr. S." Thank you, Stephen. That was £4.99. So I hadn't missed it, hadn't reached it really. So let's add you on now, Stephen Huxtable. Okay, so you are on the list, pal. Okay, that's quite interesting seeing it sorted alphabetically. I'll shuffle it again, keep them all random. Yeah, sorry, where were we?
Talking about my music.
Your music, yes. Yeah, and actually Barman's saying that Wintergarten music gives away for free.
Yeah,
absolutely
and,
right. Yeah. I love that machine, that marble machine. That's the sort of thing I could sit and watch for hours. Watching the marbles go around those tracks and so on.
Have you seen like marble racing?
Sorry, marble
Racing.
I've seen various things where people have made these tracks and things with wires. It's fascinating stuff. It would have kept me amused for hours as a kid, you know. I used to have.
Do you know who John Oliver is, the comedian?
No, I don't, Nimrod. And actually, someone was asking whereabouts. It's totally up to you how much you answer. Was asking whereabouts in Ireland you come from. The province will do, but if you don't want to say, then that's fine too.
Well, the province is actually the same name as the city.
But then that might give it away.
And I don't really mind. It is it's the capital, the greatest city in the world. But I don't live there anymore, so it doesn't really matter.
Well, there you go.
And of course, I used to work for the company on my cup.
Okay. Okay. Who shall remain nameless?
And I've already said a few times on the channel that I worked at Dublin Airport, so it's kind of I've already leaked that information already. So.
Well, there you go. There you go.
Not a problem for me. That bit's not a problem.
Yeah, and in many ways, I would like to be able to be more free with myself. I actually had I'm going to shout out again. Alien X Gaming has interviewed a number of creators of varying sizes, right up to Aaron Ra, no less. He just emailed him. He said he got a reply back in 10 minutes saying, "Yeah, sure, nice guy." But he did an interview with me. And we were chatting about all sorts of things. I actually said quite a bit about my past, as much as I can. Oh, there he is. He's in the chat. Hello, Alien. I've just given you a shout out. And that was really enjoyable. But I would, if I had the choice, I would like to be totally open. I wouldn't give out my phone number or my address, but I'd be more accurate in the area of the country I lived. I would like to be able to discuss what I do, if anyone, for a living, if anyone was particularly interested in that, and so on. But I'm not in that position.
Yeah, but it's unfortunate that in today, with all the technology we have today, it's just way too easy to find people's phone numbers and addresses if you just have their real name.
Yeah.
And just recently with the new GDPR laws that the EU brought in over here in Sweden, it made it an awful lot more difficult to find people's phone numbers. Whereas before you could just go in, type in somebody's name, and it would come up, here are all the people in Sweden with this name, and here's their address, and here's their phone number. You can text to get their car registration, and everything like that. And it was very intrusive. So the GDPR laws have actually stopped an awful lot of that now. You have to pay to get the information sent to you, and even if you do pay, you're not guaranteed you will get that information sent to you.
Sick Truth, Speak Truth, thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate that. You're absolutely right. And I always thought it was dodgy how in America you can find out the addresses of judges and police officers and things like that. That seems like a massive security risk to me.
Yeah, it is. I mean, that's why judges in Britain still have the wigs and the robes and stuff, so that when they walk out of court in just a suit and tie, no wig on, nobody recognizes them. And even in Ireland, to an extent, the judges still have the wigs and stuff as you go up higher in the courts. Not to the same extent that they do in Britain, of course, but they have these robes and stuff because it helps them have that little bit of, well, there's less chance of them recognizing me because I'm not exactly looking like I did in court. And they have the anonymity of it, even though people know their names.
Yes.
And I've seen lawyers talking about that on Irish television and explaining why they've kept that tradition going in the Irish courts even after the British left, was because it was nice to walk out of a court and see the guy who you just put away being led to the van, and he doesn't recognize you because you don't look as like the guy in court who just proved that you're guilty.
Yes. I mean, with regard to, it isn't the case in the UK, but in the US where you can find out police officers' address and so on, I understand the freedoms involved, but what reason would a total stranger have for being able to look up a police officer's address? The only reason I suppose to send them flowers to thank them for doing a good job and helping me, yeah, very nice. But the risk to them, that surely counterbalances it. I know it's a different country and a different people, so I'm not criticising that. But to me, it just looks like a massive risk, an unnecessary risk.
It is a massive risk. I mean, here in Sweden, at airports, the police have to have badges because everybody who works on the airside has to have a badge, and it has to clearly say your name and have your picture. The police are the only ones that are allowed to have their name covered over by law.
Yeah.
Because they have to have that anonymity. The only thing you can see is their picture.
Yeah, it makes sense. Although I've said before that I used to do lorry driving, and I actually one time, more than once, but one particular time, I actually delivered a couple of racehorses because I was doing driving for a racehorse stable. Just did a couple of odd jobs for them. Delivered a couple of racehorses to an airport. It wasn't just me. There was the grooms and whatever staff, but I was driving, and there was a load of kit because I think that was when they were going off to the Olympics, and so I was carting stuff through into this building, and then out the other side, and then I'm airside. I had no idea at all, and I'd walked airside. It was not at the passenger airport. I couldn't get on a plane, but I was airside. Literally just walked through a building that was open at both ends. That seemed really spooky.
Yeah, from an awful lot of airports, when they're dealing with, especially the larger the airport, the more security there is.
Yeah.
There is European laws regarding a minimum amount of security. If both those doors are freely open and you're dealing with high value aircraft and stuff like that, there are going to be 1 million cameras looking at you, and they know all the details of, as you were saying, you were driving trucks, so they'd know all the details of the truck you were driving.
That's true.
They'd know what time you were supposed to arrive at. In some of the cases when I was working security, they'd have a car following the truck. Sometimes the truck driver knew there was a car following him. Other times they didn't. And we'd get a phone call about 10 minutes saying this truck is coming, open the gates, because he has to in quickly and close the gates immediately afterwards. The car will stay outside. And it's like, no problem, open gates. Truck pulled in.
I mean, when we were there, it was very busy because there were all sorts of horse boxes delivering horses for flights to, I can't remember which Olympics it was. And I would just quickly read this. I got another super chat from Alien X Gaming for $5 US. Happy birthday. Hopefully your upcoming weeks are not as busy as this past week. It has been manic. I really liked the interview. It was very cool. Thanks again. And I shouted it out, and please, if a mod can drop a link to Alien X Gaming. As I said the other night, please have a look, because I think Alien X Gaming deserves more views because his, I'm just adding you to the draw, Alien, his interviews are different than other ones because he's talking to and about the creator rather than the content, which, well, I mean, there was a certain amount of content, but that was the main thrust of it, which I thought made a very, very nice change. So there you go, Alien. Thank you for the entry. You might just win this Buzz Aldrin tag. Whoa. Right.
I could get my hands on a
Speaking of
proper one of those.
content, did you want to?
Things.
Sorry. You both spoke at the same time. Go ahead, Andres.
Did you want me to play a music video?
Sorry. What? One of your videos? Excuse me. One of your videos?
Yeah, my music machine. Yes.
How? We'd only get the sound, no?
I have no idea how to do things.
Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't you can someone drop a link to Andreas Elt's channel? That's ELDH. That's right, isn't it, Andreas? ELDH?
Yes, that's good. That's correct.
Yeah, Andreas out. Perhaps a mod can find Andreas's channel with his music machine. At WPL, yes, you can win it. If you look underneath, each super chat is entry for Buzz Aldrin flight tag. So if you want to support the channel WPL, go ahead, and you will be added to the list, and you have an equal chance to everyone else. Okay, can't say fairer than that.
Did you see WPL's message about his favourite Police song?
Well, Police as in the group with Sting.
That would be the one.
Message
in a bottle. It's about a message in a bottle traveling across flat Earth's oceans. Beautiful story.
Did it mention flat Earth in it? I don't recall.
Neither did I. that song does not have no mention of anything being flat.
And when he looked in the morning, wasn't there 100 million bottles washed up on the shore? I'm sure it was.
Well, that would only happen because the beach was downhill.
Oh, thank you, Doctor. Andreas, Dr. Osiris has just dropped a link to your channel in there. So that's probably the easiest way.
Thank you.
So it's a shill out for your channel, and Martin H has done it as well. Shill out for your channel, and people can go and check out your Lego music machine.
And Mr. 42.
And Mr. Oh, you're dropping the link in as well?
Yes, of course. I take the opportunity.
Triple shoe, Andreas.
Yeah.
So are you going to expand your music machine so it does things like play drums and guitar as well? His plays, I think, doesn't it?
His does, yes. I only play glockenspiel on my. I sing on one video. Currently, yes. No, I'm not planning to expand it.
Have
instrument wise, I do new songs recently.
Have you dropped a message to Wintergarten? See if he'll show it. That will get you some views.
I have. He liked it, but he hasn't showed it.
Oh,
sorry.
Oh, that's a shame. Maybe what you need to do is program it to play his main piece. Because I've seen him show.
That's
other
number
people.
one on my.
I was going to say I've seen him show other people's machines that play the same music.
Yeah, the thing is, I didn't think about playing his tune until 2 or 3 years after he done it.
Well,
but it was very late.
Well, you should I think you should still do it. Do it. I don't know how much and how you program your machine, but if you could, because he's definitely shown other people's machines and things playing the tunes. I've seen that before.
Yeah, I know.
What's this WPL? What? What's implied? That you're supporting the channel? Then please feel free. Please feel free. I can still hear it raining out there.
Here. Thank you.
I don't know if you can hear it over the mics or not. Is the sound of the rain outside coming through?
Oh, I thought it was your computer overheating, but I did hear something, yeah.
No. It's not that heavy. So if I'm actually doing a vid and it's really hammering down, because this is a garden office, it's all fully insulated, but the outer skin of the roof is metal, so it does get a bit noisy, and I have to give up recording, so that's a bit of a pain. I have done streams before and it's got a bit loud once or twice, but not for a while. But yeah, it's been rotten weather here in the UK. We got thank you, Colon. I see we got someone else. General E. Shady. How are you, my friend? Thanks, C.
Hey, Chitty.
Hey, how are you? General.
Chitty.
Hello, General. How are you today?
He's a bit silent.
He's very quiet, isn't he? Well, he's in there. Oh, actually, you're probably right, Brian Pop Robson. Must be draw time. It's 23:25. I'll leave it till 23:30, okay? So 5 more minutes, and then I'll do the draw. Good call. Good call. Yeah.
I found Vintergatan's answer on my video. He said, "Wow, also sounds better."
So you're breaking up a bit.
Vibraphone.
You're breaking up a bit. Andreas, you're breaking up a bit. I didn't really catch what it was.
Yes, I did program Vintergatan's tube.
Yep.
Video and he answered, "Oh, also sounds better than the MMX Vibraphone ATM. Well done."
But he didn't tweet it or show it on his channel.
No, he didn't show it on his channel, unfortunately.
Shame. Shame. Yeah, because that would be good for the win, wouldn't it? I'm hoping
that would be very good for me.
Yeah. Well, as I said, I'm going to email Lynn LeBlanc at Buzz Aldrin Ventures, point her at the video, show how happy I am, show the finished result, and can you show this to Buzz? And maybe he wants to tweet it. Please, 1.5 million Twitter users. That would be good.
Yeah, very good.
It's got to be worth a try, hasn't it? Got to be worth a try.
Yep.
General.
Hello and happy birthday, Mr. S.
Hey, you're through. Thank you, General. How are you, my friend?
Oh, not bad, not bad. I had to get up early to get in, but I'm glad I made it.
What time is it there?
Oh, it's 8:30, but that's early for me at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, my middle daughter likes to get up at the crack of late morning.
Yeah, that's.
And when I say the crack of late morning, I actually mean early afternoon. She's terrible.
Yeah, well, there's nothing like having breakfast for lunch.
That's true. I tell you what is an excellent breakfast for lunch, and that's Chinese re-microwave that's left over from the night before. That's brilliant. That is. I do like that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Nimrod likes that.
Gotta hit the leftover pizzas.
Oh no, I couldn't.
No.
I don't think I could face leftover pizza.
Oh yeah.
No, pizza's not too bad.
Isn't it? Maybe I'll have to
Soggy dough.
You know all this argument about pineapple on pizza? I saw someone arguing that spaghetti on pizza is really nice.
No, that's wrong.
No,
It doesn't sound
right.
right.
That's just his channel name.
It's like flat Earth. There's no debate about it. You got to have pineapple on pizza.
Andreas, would you like to inform the non-Swedish viewers here what the Swedish people like to put on pizzas?
Banana.
Oh, you're kidding.
And yellow
Bananas.
curry.
Yellow curry.
Bananas and yellow curry.
Holy hell.
It's a thing.
What's wrong with them? I
Well, you
thought
were
the
just
Swedes were
trying.
such nice people.
Not when it comes to
Yes.
pizza. They got pizza very, very, very wrong.
Apparently so.
Okay. We can forget
TGK2,
the
thank you very
pineapple
much for the
argument
birthday
now.
wishes. Appreciate that.
Although they do something really nice. They make kebab pizza.
Those
Ooh.
are really nice.
What, using that kebab meat
They
they
are-
slice off?
Kebab meat and the two red and white sauce, and very nice.
No one's ever worked out what that meat is on those spinny things. What animal does it come from?
I
don't-
think
Everything.
mutton.
Thousand sheep.
I mean, it doesn't come on the bone. It comes on a long metal spike. What sort of creature is this? Apart from
It's nice when
tasty.
you
The
have
answer to
about
that
10 or
question
15
is
pints,
yes.
but I wouldn't eat one sober.
Sorry, say again.
I would have one after about 10, 15 pints, but not sober.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, last
Yeah,
time,
that's what it's for.
last time I went to Germany, when my eldest daughter was spent a year working there, I took my middle daughter because they went off and did something. Me and my middle daughter went to a kebab house. Thought, brilliant, we'll have a kebab. German kebab is very different. It was exactly the same meat and with the salad in, but instead of chili sauce, it was some sort of white, strange, I don't know what it was, sauce. It tasted a bit bland. It was odd, and it's worse. Not just if you knew it was going to be different, that would be fair enough. But you're expecting one thing and it tastes totally different. That really threw us.
Well, do you know
Yeah,
the doner kebab actually was created in Germany?
Sorry,
Specifically, do you know that the doner kebab was actually created in Germany?
was it? Why
Yeah.
did they get it so wrong then? I don't know.
Specifically in
They're
Berlin,
German.
apparently.
Apparently,
They like efficiency.
Mike says it's from the Donner animal. Yeah, herds of Donner sweeping majestically across the fields, and black olives and onions with parmesan garlic sauce on pizza.
That would kill me.
I mean, mine cheese obviously, but with pepperoni and spicy sausage meat, lots of chili sauce, and then I would sprinkle chili and paprika on it. That helps crisp it. I do like that. Yeah. White sauce,
Nice.
probably garlic sauces, Frankie and Benji Mouse. Maybe, but it didn't
Well, here in
taste very
Sweden, they just call
garlicky.
it.
It didn't taste very
Here in
garlicky.
Sweden, they just call it. They call it kebab sauce, and you have mild or strong, and they're both equally disgusting. And the strong one is not strong at all.
No. It's like a lot of shop-bought things which are supposedly chili or whatever. They aren't usually very... Although they're getting better. They used to have the mildest hint. Yeah, okay, Mr. 42, ding, 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 raffle time. I'll just say this story. I found one of my mum's old cookbooks, and in it, it mentioned garlic. This is a cookbook from the 1960s, I think, and it said, with garlic, it said, don't try this unless you've got a strong stomach, or if you're, I forget the proper term, but it's in your ethnic heritage to have it, garlic. And and it said you take one clove. Yeah, but that's bad enough. But it says you take one clove, or one piece of the garlic, cut it in half, and wipe it once around the saucepan before you cook. That was it. I mean, nuts to that. I'll take in 3 whole cloves worth and chuck them in. Absolutely incredible.
Here's me putting the whole bulb of
Yeah, exactly.
into my food.
Right. Draw time. Let's do this. I will have a final check. Make sure. Yeah, I've got Next Gaming was the last one. Lovely. That's it. We're closing now. So let's bring this across. Right. This is the entire list. I had resorted at one time, so now you'll see me. I'll hit shuffle 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's well shuffled. And all I need to do is click the wheel and we'll find out the winner. And here we go. Good luck, everyone.
Exciting.
It is, isn't it?
Here we go.
Purple Snowdrop. Purple Snowdrop. It was nearly you,
Congratulations.
42. You were close.
Well done, Snowdrop.
Yeah. So Purple Snowdrop, if you're listening, I'm going to write that down on my board before I lose it because I don't want to. Purple Snowdrop. Purple Snowdrop, if you want to either contact me via my Discord, you can DM me, or email me, mr-sensible@hotmail.com. My email is, or should be, in the description of the video. Let's just have a double check. It really should be. Let's have a look. Yes, it is. So Purple Snowdrop, please contact me. I'll need a mailing address and I'll get that whizzed off to you as fast as a quick thing goes. Okay? So well done. And that's nice. Thank you very much. And thank you everybody for all the super chats. Whether they was just super chats for super chat's sake or super chats as entries, doesn't matter. Thank you all. I appreciate them.
Mr. Sensible, that was a fake raffle I won.
Well, I did see, Mr. 42, you nearly got it. It passed, I think it was about 2 clicks before.
Oh.
If I close that wheel, there we go. Oh, you can't see it. Let me just switch it back on just so you can see how close you were. There's Purple Snowdrop as a winner. Judy Bassett for Blue Feather was just before. Second best Bob, and then Mr. 42. So you were pretty close.
I can't have everything.
No.
It's okay.
There we go. So thanks ever so much, everyone. I just thought, because I had 2 of those tags, I hadn't decided to buy them, and I just thought it might be nice. You know, as I said, I gave one away to Nalpinion's daughter, and I thought, what should I do with the other? Because I didn't want to just stick it on a key ring or whatever, because, yeah, and I thought, there we go, something a bit different. Oh, yeah, WPL. WPL, you didn't get your entry in, so you didn't win. Sorry, pal. Never mind. This delay on the stream's terrible. I switched over away from the wheel. There we go. I finally appeared. I'm not sure how long that is. It seems like quite a while.
Sorry, Mr. S. Sophie Robinson says, alert, WPL is Donald Trump in disguise.
Is that right? So is it WPL 2024? I don't know.
Apparently so.
Oh,
He's
WPL
on his
says,
golf course.
WPL says fake spinning rotating wheel.
You should be supporting that. It's flat.
It's not a fake spinning. I'll tell you what. Let me do this. If I just clear.
WPL, I already used that argument. Stop stealing from me. Copyright strike on you already.
Here we go. I'm going to do another quick draw for absolutely nothing at all for WPL. Let's see how you go. Oh, look at that. Wow. Come on. And... Oh.
No, he
And
lost.
still he lost.
Oh, well done, WPL. Oh, congratulations.
Oh, that's great. You didn't shuffle it 3 times.
The prize is a fist in the face.
Oh dear. Yeah, you win absolutely nothing at all for that WPL. And if you send me £10 post and packaging, I will post you absolutely nothing at all. How's that sound? Oh, and Richard Walker's just super chatted. Thank you, Richard Walker. I'll just refresh the screen. So I've got it. Richard Walker, £5. Happy birthday. Thank you, Richard. I'll tell you what, 2 minutes earlier and you'd have been in the draw. But
Simulation wheel.
Sorry?
Sorry, Mr. S, was that wheel going the actual speed that the flat Earth spins?
I don't know. Actually,
was that 1,000 miles an hour?
15 mile per hour.
15 degrees
that
per
was
hour
going
drift.
round a lot faster than the Earth. A lot faster. And WPL didn't get thrown off. So that's nice, isn't it?
He got slammed into the ice wall.
Simulation wheel. That wheel is CGI. And WPL says I won the comment section. Well, there you go. You can print out the comments and take them home and put them on your wall, WPL. And Frankie and Benji Mouse point out the 25th of May is Towel Day. Do you know where your towel is? Hoop, I do. Do you guys know where your towel is?
Of course, I know where my towel is with my name.
Certainly,
Good. That's what we like to
Yeah.
I
hear.
always know where my towel is, and my backup towel. Here is my backup towel.
Wow. But from what you were
Princess
saying earlier on, you
Sophie.
don't know where the soap is. Was that right?
Well, I dropped it, and I'm afraid to bend over and pick it up.
Oh dear.
And I live alone.
Oh man, you guys do crack me up. Really do.
Now I'm a bit worried.
Can you hear this now? That rain's getting heavier. The really bad thing is, when this stream finishes, I've got to walk up to the house. I'm going to get soaked on the way. And I can't even hold Arnold over my head to try and keep me dry because he's not down here tonight. Oh dear. Do you know what? We might have to redo that draw because, as Truth Nerd says, I didn't correct for Coriolis. That's quite true. It just didn't come into my calculation, so I'm sorry.
That was optical drop.
It could be, couldn't it? It could be.
Yeah.
I mean, I did see the curve at the edge, so you know that's good. But Purple Snowdrop is our winner. Yay!
Yeah.
So I look forward to
What
hearing
about
from
the
you,
firmament of
Purple.
the dome?
I'm sorry.
What about the firmament of the dome? Did you take the hammer out?
Yeah. Well, I didn't see a firmament. I didn't see one. So I don't think there is one. I also didn't see any elephants and turtles underneath. So go figure. These are questions that have been much on my mind in recent weeks, and I'm not sure that they will get answered.
I heard it was a dinosaur.
Martin H says, oh, yeah, you're quite right, Martin. I'm going to get my hair wet. I'm
House
Yeah, I'm not
elephants tonight, and pink elephants no less if you drink this beer.
Well, I'm not going out tomorrow night because tomorrow night I am staying in and washing my hair. Hold the
Hours
flat
of work.
earth over your head. Could do that.
Wax on, wax off. Wax on, wax off.
Look, if you're going to sit here on Discord whacking off, we're not going to speak to you.
Oi!
Oh, man. I'm just looking at the time. It's 20 to midnight. Curbitize. Mr. Sensible, happy birthday, good sir. I have had a great day today, Curbitize. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Guys, what I'm going to do now, because we've been going now, I think we started a few minutes after 9, 2 3/4 hours nearly, which I think's great.
Nice.
Why don't we go and try beat Team Skeptics marathon?
How long's his marathon?
15 hours.
15? Didn't Fight do a 24 or a 48-hour one? I thought he did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but-
I might do a really long one.
Yeah, but maybe not by accident while he was drunk.
Let
Yeah.
me get my beer, hang on.
If you're really going to do it properly, you'd have to do it without a Riley break. So you could have several channels going at the same time and see who lasted the longest before.
Well, you know, I have my 2 bottles here.
Oh no, he's filled them. I'm glad everyone, and I do apologise. It's a good job I'm not displaying the Discord. He's just shown the bottles he's filled. Lovely. Oh, hi Global Mom, and thank you for that.
And I've been drinking plenty of water, as you can see. Nice and clear.
It was a 40-hour stream for his 40k celebration.
Obviously, what's the percentage of it?
Well, there's a thought, isn't it? I didn't mention the thought of it really. Do I do a 10-hour for my 10k? But filling 10 hours, I'm filling 2. You get a nice chunk of people come along. If it's dragging for 10 hours, okay, people are going to drop in and out, and most of the time there's you and 2 others. I don't know if I could do a 10-hour stream. I don't know if I could.
Of course you can.
I like to work on the theory of you take all that 10 hours of goodness and cram it into a short time.
If you have people plan to come on at certain times, then you can get away with it.
Just get Team Skeptic to come on.
Well, no, I want to keep my channel, don't I? I love him. He's yeah. I mean, so many good creators out there. There really are. I've enjoyed my time doing this so far, and I hope to continue to do so. I am now at 1:45 midnight going to wrap this up. So, guys, what I'll do is, if you all want to shout a goodbye at once, because what I'll do is I'll chuck you all into the live waiting room and wind the stream down. Okay? So, your chance to shout goodbye. Go!
Bye!
Happy
And
birthday, Mr. Sensible.
Thank you. And I'll chuck them in live waiting room at random, no favouritism, whichever order.
You moved yourself.
Did I?
Yes.
There you go, no favouritism. I chucked myself out of my own live stream. Never mind. There, I'm fair anyway. So they're all out. Thank you very, very much, everyone. Let's just get that queued up. Thank you very much. I have really enjoyed myself. I've had a great birthday. Appreciate all of you coming along and sharing this evening with me. Thanks for all the super chats. Purple Snowdrop, drop me an email. I'll update this description as soon as I can. Sarcastic Barman, you can drop a link, of course. Do it quick because the stream's about to end, my friend. So be quick. I'll try and hold on for a tick. So big thanks to all my members. Big thanks to all my patrons and to everybody. I really, really do appreciate you all. Come on, Barman, be quick. Although you could probably drop it in while the outro goes. Let's do it. Take care and stay sensible. Because the stream's about to end, my friend. I'll try and hold on for a second. Big thanks to all our members. Big thanks to my patrons. Come on, Barman, be quick. Let's do it. Take care. Stay sensible.
Every subscriber is a faithful fan. Bring your logic and your cheese. Mr. Sensible, help us out, please. Mr. Sensible, I needed proof of gravity, so I jumped off the roof. It happened not, let me go further. Why was I ever such a dumb flat earther, Mr. Sensible? I'm such a clown. I am the laughing stock of the town. Bring your logic and your cheese, Mr. Sensible. Help me out, please, Mr. Sensible. Bring me a sphere to which the waters of the oceans adhere. Have explanations, but let me be candid. So clear that all the fluffers understand it, Mr. Sensible. Please hear my call.
Thank you, Leo, for the super chat. $4.99 US. Happy birthday, Mr. Sensible, and happy birthday to me tomorrow. Happy birthday, Leo. I watched all the moon landings on the black and white TV. I appreciate the super chat. You've just got that in there. Good night, all.